center of my brain.
How the fuck are you? Are you fucking ready? Are you ready?
Go to Earth, 1,000 miles an hour. Stars flying like a meteor shower.
Hello, sexy motherfucker!
Wasteland, happy birthday! Earthbound, street for lunch. The big sounds, life on Mars. Wasteland, are you ready? 1,000 miles an hour. Stars flying like a meteor shower. Held by gravity. To the end of time.
And good evening, and welcome to the Freak Show. Sorry, we're all watching that. Hooray! Welcome, everybody. Woo! And welcome to the Freak Show on a Saturday night in the UK and probably a Saturday afternoon over in America and elsewhere. Different times all around the world. So first of all, welcome, Stig. How are you, sir?
Very well indeed, thank you. I'm looking forward to tonight. I've got my Portuguese red ready, so rock and roll.
Where are you? Where are you in the country?
Yeah, where are you this time, this week?
Which country? I'm in the Scilly Isles.
Well, that's
I've gone from the Outer Hebrides down to the Scilly Isles.
Now,
Yeah, it's a bit distance.
does
On the back of
explain
your llama.
the shaved llama, but that's another story for another day. So Skelly,
save
how are
that one.
you,
Fact
sir?
or fict?
I'm okay, but what is time? What is time?
What is time?
Wow.
So exactly. So welcome everybody. We've already had like about 100 comments already. So if you are online, guys, please post who you are, where you're connecting from, and what you are drinking. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. So first of all, before we introduce our guests, they said video killed the radio star. Well, it bloody well didn't hit the Wastelands. Oh no, we've only got the two most epic people from Wasteland Radio, Wasteland and radios, and everything to do with the radio. It's only Vaccine in
Radio.
Swede, everybody. Yay!
Hey!
How are you guys?
Doing
Well, we're on video.
beautiful. We are
You're
on
on
video.
video.
I can see your fucking face. Gross.
Ah,
Usually it's dark in the Wasteland radio trailer, so I don't have to look at him. But
right.
now I
Yeah.
can see.
So first of all, Vaccine, welcome to the show. You are our favourite. You know that you're our favourite at Wasteland Weekend. You
I know.
always treat us so kindly when we come to your camp. So where are you connecting from, by the way, today?
I am in Long Beach, California, which, for those of you who don't know, is part of the county of Los Angeles.
Wow,
Aston, the very bottom.
the very bottom. I take it the weather's good. Is it nice and sunny over there at the moment?
It is. It's very nice, actually. This is all just like natural light coming in. There's no lights
Wow.
on here.
Wow.
The sun is a
The
myth.
sun.
Yeah.
Not
It
here.
burns. It
Maybe over
burns.
there.
We don't really get that over in the UK, so we've heard about this sun thing. Yeah, this sun thing, but who knows? And then also back to our firm favourite. Do they call him Nord? No. Do they call him Finn? No. It's the Swede. How are you, sir? Hey.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Awesome. Always better to talk to you, sir. Always a pleasure. So, what are you drinking
Better
today?
than what?
Well, it's not better than
Almost anything.
more than
Wouldn't
better
you
than-
like to know?
Well, exactly. So, first of all, you guys, how did you two first meet, and what is the radio station?
So we first met actually because I posted in some of the Wasteland groups, and I was like, "Hey, is anybody building shit out there, like buildings and stuff? Like, what kind of, how can I make my Wasteland life harder and more difficult?" And they were like, "These are the fuckers that you need to go talk to." So I sent the Swede a message.
We'll make your we'll make your life really hard.
Yeah.
You'll make it hard.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
It's
So
not
I
that kind of
messaged the
show.
Swede,
Move
I
along.
messaged
Move along there. Nothing to
It
see here.
It is now. So I messaged the Swede and I was like, "Hey, I heard that you do this shit." And he was like, "Well, yeah, we do. And we should meet up and talk about things because I don't know if you want to get involved with this." And
Because we'll make it hard.
yeah. So we did. I met them at the Wasteland Car Show in early 2016. I believe
Oh,
it
wow,
was.
yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah, and then we just kind of started hanging out. And the first time that we did radio stuff together, I was actually at the Swede's place, and we had gotten drunk, and I was
It's always a classic.
Really
It's always a great way. Yeah.
Surely
yeah,
not.
and I was spending the night because we'd gotten really drunk, and the Swede was like, "Hey, I need to record some stuff." We had been recording stuff earlier in the day. He's like, "I need to record some more stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's do this together." And we just kind of started playing around and recording some things for the radio show, and decided that we like to do that together.
Wow.
Yeah, so my very first year at Wasteland, I was on the radio and building buildings out in the fucking desert. No easy mode for me. Just
Nope.
No, I think Stig. What was our first Wasteland? Was that 2016?
2016.
6 years
was
ago now.
it?
Must have been.
I think it was 2016.
2016.
We have the same first Wasteland.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
That's special.
Wow. So Swede, when did you start the radio station? Was that at
I
Wasteland
didn't.
1? Oh,
No,
you
no,
didn't.
we
I
didn't.
didn't
No.
start the radio station.
You stole it.
Won it in a
it
cup
was,
game.
it was thrust upon me.
I heard that's
Um,
why Jared had to move the Wasteland away from Cal City itself because of the bodies.
Oh.
Thrusting.
Yeah,
Sure,
like
yeah.
hard bodies.
Good a reason as any, I guess. No, Wasteland Radio predates me going to Wasteland. My first year at Wasteland, there was already a Wasteland Radio. And I'm not going to badmouth how it was physically set up.
Yes,
But
you
it was
Yeah, you are.
somewhat less than it is now.
Yes.
And as it turns out, they wanted to run Wasteland Radio again in 2012, my second year, but they wanted to run it at night. And our camp, the WCC camp, was the only camp that had power at night because the command center didn't at the time.
Oh my God.
So they
wow.
asked if we could host the radio station, and we were like, "Well, I mean, yeah, we can do that." And I built them a new antenna, and then I saw the physical setup, and I was like, "Do you mind if I like change this a little bit, because this could be better." And then it's all downhill from there.
It is amazing camp. Well, first of all, it's an amazing camp. You have the coolest camp, the coolest people. You've also got your crazy sort of water sprayed air conditioning. Could you explain that, Vaccine? What is this, and why do we spend so much time at Wasteland in your camp?
Well, you spend so much time in Wasteland at our camp because we're awesome. I mean,
Exactly.
the camp stuff, obviously, that's a plus. But we have a fan-powered misting system. So we have, tubing that goes all around the courtyard in our camp and sprays water. And we have fans that disperse it in the area. So it keeps it cooler, nice and cool in there.
It is the best.
And you have the
ever.
best fountain. You have the best
Oh, yeah.
fountain in the whole of the Wastelands. That fountain,
But-
and it's grown.
Yes.
It's grown.
It has. I believe there was some contention over whether or not it was still the largest fountain in the Wasteland.
Yeah.
But we sent our lawyers out there, our Swedish lawyers, and we deduced that the contender was a water feature. It's not a water fountain. So therefore,
Right.
we do still have the largest fountain.
Awesome.
In Wasteland
Awesome.
City.
It's the best.
Who was the rival bunch who was trying to do a bigger fountain?
feature.
Well, for years it was no one,
Feature.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we were set. We built the first year we brought a fountain. I think was 2013, and we made jokes that it was the tallest fountain at Wasteland because it was the only fountain at Wasteland, and we were kind of hoping that someone would bring a fountain that was taller. So we preempted that the next year, and we were like, "Oh, we'll make ours taller also," and we did. And then no one brought another fountain, so we did it again, and it was taller again. And we finally, it was just getting ridiculous, and we were like, no one's building a fountain. No one cares about our stupid fountain. And then suddenly, last Wasteland, there was like
There were,
three
like,
contenders suddenly.
God damn them! God, blow. So for bragging rights, how big is your fountain?
Oh,
It's a little
this is
taller than me.
Isn't this like a PG-13 show? We can't.
No, not anymore.
Oh, we
That's
don't
out the
care.
That's
windy.
gone out the
I mean,
window.
we're on it, so
We don't want to
think
get you demonetized.
no. I think I've already dropped like 3 or 4 F-bombs, so we're
Oh.
well into R rating now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're in our own little world. So how big do you reckon it is? It's about
I would
6
say
foot, do you
about
think?
6 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
It's slightly taller than me.
Yeah.
It,
But when
it
you're
is.
sitting
It,
down, or no, sorry.
And you definitely should not touch or drink the water.
we've
Oh,
heard
God,
a lot
no.
about the don't drink the water. Is it?
I can't believe we have to tell people that.
People do
Yeah.
it. People do it, and people are like spitting in it and pouring
Oh.
beer in it and shit.
And peeing in it. No
Yeah.
one's mentioned.
Although
God.
my first year, was it my first year or second year at Wasteland? I woke up one morning, and first thing in the morning, early in the morning, I wake up in the camp, and there is Lord Humongous in the camp, just like anointing himself with the water from the mill.
Oh,
And I was
no.
like, all right,
Gross.
cool.
I can
Cool.
tell you how many times we've cleaned that fountain pump.
Never.
Correct.
0 times.
That has never happened. Whatever was put into that water is in some way still circulating
there.
around in there. Yeah.
And does that same water come back every year as well? Is it?
No, thankfully.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It is a very strange color by the end of the event.
It is.
It's definitely stops being see-through.
It is crack.
So what time? So for people, first of all, for people who've not been to Wasteland yet, there are loads of people excited coming over from Europe, etc., to witness this. It is the most awesome festival in the world. The Wasteland Radio crew and you guys are the best part of Wasteland. So always, we're excited to go and visit you guys. So what time do you broadcast from and to? Each
All day, all night.
Yeah.
It never ends.
Yeah.
All of the day and all of the night.
Yeah. We start before the event opens, and it runs 24 hours a day until generally between noon and 2 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's when we have to take the tower down at some point. So
I
love it when you get in the queue and you start to tune the radio on the RV, and the queue's getting you think, oh, there's the bloody queue, and then you just start to get some of your sort of idents coming through, and yes, we've got in now. And then you get that trailer with the Wasteland the Wasteland Communications about sort of 10 miles out, it seems. I think, yeah, that'll do.
It feels like 10 miles when you're in the.
It does, yeah.
Long ass line, doesn't it?
It's what,
well,
like a mile?
and until we managed to get Dave, Joyce.
Yeah,
Dave,
we always get Joyce.
Oh, Joyce coming in.
We always do the with the band. You know, we do the old
I'm with
the
the
band.
It always feels like the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really funny because that's something that we hear from a lot of people. I've heard from multiple people lots of times, like, oh yeah, when I'm rolling in and I first hear those strains of Wasteland Radio coming through the radio, that's when I really know that I'm there, and that really helps people a lot to sort of get into the experience and start feeling like they're ready for the event.
And I've never had that experience because I've never been in the line.
Well, you've never had that whole day in the line.
By the time you're in line, I've been there for a week.
There is that,
yeah.
True.
Have you ever decided to do a podcast or publish or sort of send out your radio waves around the world?
No.
No. It's a shame because I think it'd be awesome.
Show up.
But you have to show up. But I still think it is. I still think it is awesome. It's great to listen to anyhow, and I think you're wonderful hosts and DJs. So let's get this band started. Let's get this thing started. So first of all, we've got a little part of the show called Fact or Fiction. I'm not sure if you've seen this before. Fact or Fiction. So what it is we tell the audience either a truth or a lie, but with a poker face, and they have to the end of the show to work out whether telling the truth or lying. It can be most outlandish or whatever you want. It gets worse. That's all I can say. Ready? Are you ready for the jingle? Now, Swede, I've seen some of you. I've heard your jingles. Watch this bad boy.
I've seen it.
It's not long enough. It needs to be about 2 or 3 seconds.
That was like a tease. I feel unfulfilled.
You feel yes. I feel slightly let down by the whole thing. So,
Did you not jingle?
Does that happen to you a lot?
I mean, a little. Just a tingle.
I'm not saying
going and then it just stops a bit too soon.
Jiggled.
It's more of a jing.
Honestly, this is going right down the pan. So, Stig, because you're sort of in the middle, you can start first. Your fact or
wearing
fiction.
a hat.
Stig normally has really good ones because he's a strange man.
Well, this is a good one. This is my fact or fict, Children of the Wasteland, is that when I worked for an ad agency back in the 70s, and we had the Holmes Feline Products account, and my claim to fame was that I came up with their cat litter campaign slogan. It took me quite a while, so I came up with "No shit, Sherlock." Unfortunately, we did lose the Holmes Feline account soon after that.
Yeah, and you've been living in a cardboard box ever since. But
with the cats, I had to move the litter to one side. I've got lots of Sherlock litter from the Holmes Feline. See what I did there?
But no shit.
No shit, Sherlock. Yeah, you see.
Okay, so guys, is that a fact or is Stig? Was that a fact or a fiction? So I'll go next. This is a good one. While playing paintball, I've accidentally on purpose shot JK from Jamiroquai multiple times in the back and the back of the head and started an internal band fight between them. Fact or fict? Look at my angel face. Would I do a thing like that?
It's got to be a poker face.
Poker face. So, Skelly, top right, fact or fict?
I once featured in a bridal magazine.
What? You're into horses?
Not that kind of bridal magazine.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, was it?
I thought we were going R-rated again.
It could be both.
It could be.
In certain states, I hear that's a thing.
Oh, he's a furry.
I am. You take that back.
Yes. Anyhow, so
Hairy
over to the wonderful vaccine.
All right. So one time when I was out in the desert where my friends live in an artist commune, after a party, I let some people put glitter all over my butthole and take pictures for the internet.
Sorry for laughing. That fact or fict?
Is it a fict or is it a fact?
Is it a fact? Seriously, you don't get this kind of entertainment on the BBC. That's all I can say. So over to
Thank God.
Thank God. Over to the mighty the Swede. I like the way that you're the Swede, not just Swede. He's very formal, you see, not
The
just
only one.
It's
Yeah,
Mr.
no.
the Swede to you.
Is he frozen?
Mister.
Oh no, is
Yeah.
my camera
Oh
frozen?
no, you
Frozen
are.
Swede.
You look
Well,
very
maybe-
You
calm.
can still hear me.
we can, or maybe you're just very
Fresher
good at
for longer.
standing still.
I've just got that. That's my face now. What's
Okay.
that?
Like Drax the Destroyer. I can't see him.
Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. Oh no, we don't.
Interesting.
Well, shit.
Oh,
Well then, no one wanted to look at me anyway.
Just
we
plug
did.
it. Just plug the
You
camera
sound
in.
very far away.
yeah, give it, yeah.
People in the chat room are loving glitter butthole.
I think
I can see it
Butthole.
catching on.
That sounds like an 80s band.
It's a look.
It does,
never-
yeah.
It
Gary
maybe
Glitter,
is.
tell.
like
Well,
Gary Glitter
I
and the
guess-
buttholes.
I guess at the end of the show I'll have to tell, but right now I'm not going to say.
Yeah. Oh, he's
There
back.
we
Absolutely.
are.
Hey.
Hey, he walks, he talks.
Yeah. So I had a different fact or fict lined up for this, but I'm thinking I should stick with the butthole theme.
Okay.
I once rubbed my butthole on another butthole at Wasteland Weekend. Fact or fict?
That's
Fact or
legal
fict?
marriage in some
Fact or
states.
fict?
Fact or fict? Do you reckon fact or fict will become a thing at Wasteland? Do you think this is going to catch on?
I mean,
It
Well, it
could.
depends if it
we
involves
could make it a
buttholes.
thing.
There's certainly dumber games at Wasteland.
I've
There are a lot of
played
dumb
dumber
games.
games at Wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So,
butthole rubbing one was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Well, there's people thinking it's a fact. That's all I could say.
Mm.
So, Swede, the first time we actually properly met, I think it was after the V2A gig, and we were watching a band on stage. Do you remember that?
Was that the first time we met, like outside of an interview?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Can you explain
Yeah,
can you explain to the audience what on earth we were watching and how confused we were?
I wasn't confused. I've been seeing their shows for years.
I was very confused.
But
I
we
thought I was
were-
hallucinating.
It was an aesthetic meatfront show. And
Oh,
I can understand the confusion.
right, they with
Any
I think
buttholes?
one exception, they've been to every other Wasteland.
No way.
So they were at Wasteland in 2010 when I wasn't, and then they were there in 2012, and I saw them then. They were there in 2014, and I saw them then, and then 2016, and then did they like skip 18 and go 19? Is that what
yeah,
happened?
they weren't there 18 because they were there 19 for the 10th.
Yeah, so
anniversary.
Yeah, yeah.
offset a year there.
yeah.
Yeah. So with regards to aesthetic meat front,
Yes.
2016, as we've said, was my first Wasteland, and so the Swede and another one of our tribe members comes up to me, Casey, comes up to me, and they were like, "We're gonna go watch a show," and I was like, "Oh, okay, what is it?" And they were like, "You'll see," and they refused to tell me anything about it, and I had never heard of them. I didn't know what was going on. and I just like went in there totally blind. Had no idea what was gonna happen, and it was wild. And I had a really good time, and I got covered in quite a bit of blood.
Oh, you were down the front or near the
I
front?
was in the front. Yeah, I have
Oh,
pictures
Got to
of
be in
me
the
with
splash zone.
blood,
Gotta be-
just like the ladies carrying the blood just came to me,
Yeah.
and they literally just like rubbed it all over me, like on my face, down my arms. For whatever reason, they decided I was a good candidate for blood anointment, and they were correct. But like, it's just like, what is happening right
Especially
now?
at your first Wasteland. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the same thing happened to me on my first Wasteland 2016. I was then stood next to Swede drinking, I think I was drinking some sort of the V2A firewater after our
we
gig.
must have been right beside one another, like
We
right
must
near
have
one
been.
another then. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was just like, the Swede, what is this? Being somebody from Europe, we don't really, this isn't
So-
really a thing.
Did he
No,
manage
he's
to
Who
explain
runs
it to you?
Aesthetic Meat Front is from Europe. He's
I
German.
know.
German,
know.
yeah.
He is German, but it's could you explain it to the audience what it is, sort of?
Not
So-
easily.
Yeah.
I know, at a high level.
Go to Wasteland.
So aesthetic meat front is essentially performance art. It's not, I mean, it is music, but it is music of the body. They basically attach, they have people suspended, they attach hooks and wires and cords and things to people, and they encourage the audience to participate by like hitting the cords or the coils, or like slamming metal pipes on car hoods. And the person who heads it, Mr. Fleischauer, is generally up on stage doing a lot of groaning and
Yes.
chanting and things like that. And it is weird. It's very strange, and it's very ritualistic in a lot of ways. And he does prefer that we say that it is a ritual.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, when I went the first time, it was mesmerizing. Just absolutely.
That's a good word for it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
hypnotic in a way, where the crowd very much kind of gets in this mood where you're like, at first people are hesitant and they kind of stand
Yeah.
back, but then things open up and they're like, come and do this and participate, and people get really into it. And it's a very interesting and intense experience.
I didn't realize he was actually German, because what he could do, we need to campaign to get them in the Eurovision Song Contest. This would be awesome television. Can you imagine
Brilliant. Yes.
There is a time
Absolutely.
limit to the songs, though.
Naked people,
Mm.
like just naked people suspended from the stage, blood everywhere, moaning.
Graham Norton, I
Yeah,
love that.
on
that?
Eurovision.
Graham Norton. Yeah, they'd be like,
Oh, for the
Germany,
little leprechaun.
null point. Hey, that means that would be good, because the UK wouldn't come last.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could. but we
Unless
still
they
will.
play, or if they play Ya Ya Ding Dong.
I like Ding Dong.
So
So,
I've heard.
How's
Are
the
you
cover
the-
going?
Are you still there, Swede, or are you still hiding?
Oh,
Oh.
we
No,
got
I'm still
static.
here.
Oh.
Just something messed up with my camera suddenly.
I bet
haven't
this
been
is-
feed-
Has someone broken your faucet?
You haven't been giving those
Boo.
gremlins water again, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, was that? Oh, not
a-
water.
that's a
Oh, I
no,
thought I was
not
supposed to give them
water.
water.
That's
And
a
then you
no-no.
always feed them after midnight, right?
That's the one. Yes.
Always.
Yep.
So,
Guaranteed.
A
After
question.
midnight, where though?
And
It-
like,
in
isn't
the
it always
Vatican.
after
Like,
midnight?
in what time zone?
Yeah, and I can never
exactly.
find the label on the damn things.
UTC time. Always UTC.
Mm.
So a quick question to, well, let's first of all, with Swede, who is the craziest band that you've interviewed, or the most bizarre thing? And then we go to Vaccine, because I bet you've all both got the stories.
For interviewing purposes, I'm totally blanking on their name, but that that band that was all Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonators.
I was going to
Oh.
say this.
Yes.
Brilliant.
It's
What was their
Arnocore.
name?
Arnocore.
Arno Core.
Arno's
Yeah,
the
they
one.
all look like action figures.
That was
Yeah.
incredible. And
That was
they insisted on
hilarious.
all being in the Wasteland Radio studio at the same
How
time.
did they get in there?
And you've been in
Because
there.
it's not the
a-
biggest.
Like
No, it's the size
acted-
of a broom closet. And there was, how many of them was?
5 or 6. It was
Drone-
I
like
think
drone
it
there's
was
a
like
pic there if
6
you
of
wanna
them
put it
plus the 2 of us.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, on my second screen. It's not a big studio. And that,
No.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
it's
So
actually
imagine,
hiding
like,
behind the
6
mic.
Arnold Schwarzeneggers in there with us.
All with
Yeah.
the same haircut.
Were you
That was
in there? Were you
intense.
in there, sweet, or was it just me?
No,
That
you
time.
were sitting in my chair, and I think
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like standing up against the wall.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So we had them all crammed in, and they were all very loud and yelling in the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. They were yelling like this, just
Go
all
to the
of them
chopper.
all the time.
Yeah.
And it was just,
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
And
yeah,
it was hotter than
was
an
wild.
oven in there.
Oh no.
Yeah. Am I frozen now?
You're frozen.
Yes.
What is going on with this
Like
state?
a little competition.
You see,
It
they're just trying to promote radio. That's what
I
it
think they're
is.
just doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just go to radio.
We're just
wanna do it now.
yeah. Video's garbage. You don't want it.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know. You
overrated.
don't want to see my face. I don't know how to hopefully it just fixes itself. I don't know how to fix this.
You're not,
It's a good picture though. It's a great
Yeah.
picture. So
Yeah.
how many of them were in your metal studio
Oven.
oven?
There were
In
at
your
least
oven.
5 of them. I think it was 6. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was 6. So they were all
It's a fair
sitting
few.
and standing and in all around the table, and so it was very hot. But yeah.
And we tried, like we because we tell most of the bands like pick 3 people
Yeah.
Yeah.
to come in to interview, and they were like, no, we're not picking 3 people. It's like everyone has to go.
Can we bring the drum set as well? Yeah.
and you
Like,
don't,
it's all or
don't
nothing.
argue with Arnie.
And the
I
driver.
honestly would not have put it past them to
Wow.
try to bring the drum set.
that is awesome. So are they the most fun one that you've both had on? Or the
Well, you
most
said strange, not fun.
well, strange. Strange. Who's the most fun one then? So they
Strange
were
is
the strange. So we've got
I
we can,
mean,
we
this-
can
Like
Yeah.
besides you guys.
well, first of all,
Well,
you
yeah.
you are
Didn't fall for the
you're our
trap.
favourites. So we're definitely got to be your favourites, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. So like
Yeah.
excluding V2A,
Exactly.
Phew. That covers that one off.
Oh, we got
Uh,
Mechanized is joining. Hello, Mechanized.
Hello.
Yay!
There's a mech in the house.
You've just missed us talking about 5 Arnold Schwarzenegger in an oven
In
And
an
Yeah.
bum
oven.
holes.
and
Oh,
bum holes.
God.
Yeah, those two. We can talk more about buttholes later.
Bum holes. Yeah, no, but that's why I thought I have to join in. I just thought I quickly say hello to you guys. I cannot not say hi.
As a German, can you sense these things?
Yes, I did.
Sensed butthole talk.
But I have to join.
No buttholes.
Das Bumhole!
So every year, the most fun thing we always are super excited about is coming over and seeing you guys at the radio station. That is the high point, as I said, because of the water and the coolness, but also hanging out with you guys, which is amazing. And also we try and do like crazy giveaways to try and get the crowd to do stupid stuff outside, which is
Yep.
yeah.
Have you talked about the awesome drinks? Vaccine's awesome, super
Yes.
magic drink.
Mouth
Aw.
adventure.
Could you
yeah.
explain a bit more?
Adventure.
Yeah, could you explain a bit more about your awesome drink and who this Elvis guy is?
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, I guess I'll start with Elvis. So there is a friend of ours, Wasteland Elvis, who comes to Wasteland, obviously as Elvis, and he now has a bar that we host off to the side of the radio trailer. And last year, I decided to do some experimenting with some different things. Oh, hey, there I am. So the camera fixed itself.
Hooray!
So
Guess who's back.
Back
Yeah.
again. Anyway, vaccine's back. So, and we had a drink actually at Disney that had like a weird effect on your mouth. And so I was like, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I need to find out what this is. So I did some searching online and I found out that there is a flower called a buzz button or a toothache plant. And sometimes called the electric daisy that basically numbs your mouth and gives it almost like a fizzy electric sort of sensation. So I bought some off the internet.
Like
As you
and
do.
yeah,
As you do,
like
yeah.
you do. I was like, well, that sounds weird and fun. So I bought some off the internet and did some experimenting and ended up bringing several bottles of gin that had been infused with these flowers to Wasteland. And they didn't get used in a lot of drinks at the bar, but I did have a lot of fun going up to people that I knew and being like, hey, do you want to drink something that'll make your mouth feel weird? Including all of you.
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
of course, V2A.
Mouth
It was
Yeah.
amazing. It was amazing. A quick shout out to Richard Cundy. So he's just on there. It's his birthday today. He's 21 again. So happy
again.
birthday,
Again.
Richard.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Hippity hoppity happy birthday.
But the drink is amazing. And also, so the tiki bar is just next door. So we can come out the radio station and go left,
Straight to the pub.
straight
Yeah.
to the pub.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's very nice. It was very busy last year. I think maybe Elvis didn't quite realize how popular it would be.
He's a popular man.
I know.
He-
I know.
he
You
is
were
a popular
selling
man.
out as well because we tried to get some more and it was all gone. We
Yeah.
got addicted. We got hooked.
Also,
That's how vaccine gets you. She does funny stuff to your mouth, and then you come back for more.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
yeah.
well,
Don't
Yeah,
give away
Drone, there's a
secrets.
pic there if you want.
You'll like it.
That's just a gateway to bumhole fun.
Okay.
pardon.
Oh
But,
dear.
let me just.
Oh, is it that time? I have to go off again.
Oh,
So
I'm joking, I'm joking.
Here's us at the
Oh,
tiki
yeah.
bar. Yeah.
And there's
you're so
Elvis.
great. I love it so much.
And there is Elvis. So Elvis has joined us on stage, as we saw in the intro when we played Gravity Killer. He came on to the wrong song, but he still joined us on stage, which is awesome. We've tried to get him on every year because he's very, very
Took him a
shy,
long
but
time.
but we love him. Only took up 5 years. But
Who came on?
who out of all our guests on this show tonight, who's not been on stage with V2A? Looking at two radio people,
yeah, it's us.
how
They're
could
always
you have not been
working
on?
so hard.
No,
We have a cast of thousands on the stage.
I know.
You do. I'm
do.
always wondering, like, what year the stage is finally just going to buckle.
Barkill.
I'm
We-
like,
we
collapse.
do have a competition with Jared. It's like how many can we get on to how much welding he can put on the stage. So guys, on the next time we're out there, are you going to come on stage with us?
Are you changing your name to V2A Tank Clan?
Yes, we will.
That was a
we will.
deep cut joke about
We'll do anything.
I didn't get that. What was the joke again? Sorry, I
Wu
was.
Tang Clan always had like 400 people on stage.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
V2I Tank London.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with
There you
that.
go. New name.
Can I be old dirty
Sounds
bastard?
good. Sounds good.
That sounds.
You
good.
already are, Skelly.
But I think it's too over Kev's head.
I'm too busy on my. So as I said, being an evil cult leader, I am drinking marshmallow cider. Marshmallow
Ooh.
cider. Woo!
Oh, he's
Very
on the
nice.
sugar.
Good.
How
I'm
do
on
you
the
make
sugar.
marshmallow cider? Do you just like
Yeah.
press the marshmallows?
I go
in
to a
one of
shop
those
and
wheels?
buy it.
Oh.
He spends money.
So
The
wait,
joys
is
of the
it-
pre-apocalypse.
Is it marshmallows as in the candy, or is it marshmallows as in the plant?
It's
Oh.
candy.
Candy.
It's definitely the
Oh.
candy.
Mm,
This
okay.
is 90% sugar.
Oh,
The plant.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I know. I mean, they are a plant. Like,
The
marshmallows
plant.
are a plant.
Sugar's a plant.
if
They are. Yeah.
if any of the viewers have any questions,
Strawberries
for
are
our-
a fruit.
our guests, please send in your questions. I have a quick question for the Sweden vaccine. So, how many people are in your little tribe doing the radio show? I know you two guys are the awesome ones. You know, the main ones.
Just
And then,
just to work on the radio?
well, within your little tribe.
Because the tribe is big
Yeah, I
because
think
you know
we
we
have
do
like
the
20 people.
the
now.
newspaper.
You got the
and
post
there's
office.
the
Yes.
post office, and there's Wasteland Radio, and then there's tons of support crew who, like, none of this could happen because there's people you don't really see, but who handle things like transporting all our water and making sure we have electricity and making
Cooking.
food for us and
Yeah.
all that
Behind the
stuff would be-
scenes people. That's it. Yeah, there's
Behind the
tons.
And-
scenes.
Yeah,
sound
it's-
desk people.
Like you said,
like the
yeah,
most
building
important.
the wasteland.
Yeah.
It's like you're out a week before
Yeah.
anyway, before anybody else is hitting the land. So yeah, these
we
the
are
people
one
on
of the
scenes.
one of the first tribes usually on site to start setting up, because our setup is very long. Our teardown is very fast. We tear down usually in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a drunk man up the.
God.
Let's not talk about that.
God.
Yeah.
No, let's not.
No,
Let's
let's not
not
talk
do
about
that.
Yeah.
Shh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So that
can't
never
see my
happened.
face, thankfully. It's like,
That was a many $1,000 mistake that we won't talk about.
Right. So working on the radio station, mostly it's Vaccine and myself, but we do have 2 segment producers as of, well, last time we were out, we had 2 segment producers, who would be the people manning the soundboards while we're in the studio. And that's also one of those, couldn't do it without them.
Awesome.
Applejacks. And
Yeah.
I believe we were calling her Trishalicious by the end.
Trishalicious. Yeah,
Trishalicious.
Trishalicious.
Was that
that sounds.
is that the
delicious.
one that's on that second screen, Kit Drone?
Hold on.
Is that
It
Trishalicious?
Is it?
That
Oh,
is
it
Trishalicious,
is!
yes.
Hey!
Hey!
She was engineering when you were doing your interview with Vaccine.
Stig, are you haunting people on the internet? Are you stalking them?
No,
You
it's
seem to
my
have lots
bloody
of
picture.
pictures.
They're all my bloody pictures.
Are they?
Yes.
I haven't seen this picture.
No,
No
that's a
one
sent
great
me all your
picture.
He's a
pictures.
panther.
Well,
He is a photographer. It's kind of a thing.
Thing. That's what he does. He's our panther.
Making
I like.
pictures.
Yeah.
I really like the way in the background on the screen you can see a heartbeat.
I mean, sort of. It's the heartbeat of the radio station, I suppose.
Definitely.
That's the heartbeat
You
of the
wanna get-
interview, and it looks like she's cutting something out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
a spare
Probably
word.
Drone said something he's not
Yeah.
supposed to, and I had to
And
mute the whole-
who's this?
Oh, he's off again. Hold on. He's honestly him and his.
Oh, nice.
Who's that one?
Very
What
good.
the hell is this?
That's Bing Crosby.
Yeah, that's Bing Crosby.
Oh,
He
that's what
sings
it
on a
was.
radio station every morning.
About Christmas.
I think we've not heard him
sometimes.
because we don't really see mornings.
Right.
really-
You should. The
that's-
morning
you
show is
should.
our most popular show.
Those handsome people.
Aw.
Oh, what time
Aw.
is the morning show? Because especially at Wasteland, it gets very confusing with time because people sort of say when it's dark. And you go,
Right.
what the bloody hell? When's that?
The
have
morning
things watches.
show.
When it's
So
light.
the morning show is called The Morning Fallout, and it pre-starts at 8 a.m. with
Oh,
just
God.
some music for an hour while you wake
Yep.
up, and then from 9 to 11, it's music, news, weather, entertainment schedules with myself and Vaccine
Awesome.
and also other great music.
I can do the weather. Scotchio.
I mean,
Or
Perfect.
Like,
stormy.
if you want to.
Oh, you want
Come
it?
me a lie.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
used to do everything pre-recorded. In fact, was it the first year or the first 2 years?
I think the
Did
first
that-
2
we did-
years of
that-
you and me, we pre-recorded everything. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we recorded it at Wasteland, but
Yeah,
we
on
wouldn't
site.
be
Yeah.
live on air. We just
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last few years has been live.
Wow.
Live on the air. And then
It's
we
just
also
easier.
do news. Yeah, it
Definitely.
is
Yeah,
easier.
yeah.
I think
So-
in the beginning we were worried about making mistakes, and then we realized it's just funny when we make mistakes.
Yeah, you can just laugh about
People
it.
like the
and then,
mistakes more
like,
than they like us.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, you've
Yeah.
seen us on live on stage, so we go all over the place. Did you enjoy our snow cannons on the last one?
That
Oh, there we
was
go.
so cool. And I'm so glad that worked out.
It nearly didn't.
Yeah.
It nearly didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad that you guys were able to do that because it's
Well,
it was
and,
really
and there was
cool.
no stress at all, was there? Eh?
No.
Mechanized?
Smooth.
Went off perfect.
Well, what? No, we broke the rules, didn't we, as usual?
Yeah.
I think we
No.
entered. Yeah, I think we came in the limousine and we shouldn't. Wasn't there
well,
something like that?
When we did the radio show, we had one of the guys drive us in like a stretch limo.
Yeah, Bill in
Bill
his
did.
Bill,
air
with his,
con
with
limo.
his
But
Cadillac.
because it's not a Wasteland Cadillac, everybody was like shouting at him
It's that Wasteland.
Yeah.
It's a Wasteland Cadillac. It's that Wasteland.
until they saw V2A in the back, and it was like, Bloody hell.
Of course.
It's like- I have a question for the Sweden vaccine. So, say you're at Wasteland weekend and you're there for for the whole entire you've got 5 days left. You run out of food. Who in your camp would you kill and eat?
As opposed to going to the shop.
It's instead of going to the shop. So who's expendable from your camp? 'Cause that'd
No
be
one is
quite fun.
expendable. No one is expendable.
Yeah, but who would be
but-
that person that you'd all be eyeing up going?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who would be the best. Are we talking about for like quick cooking? Are we hungry now, or can we wait a while?
Yeah, who'd crisp up the best?
Yeah.
Or maybe for the Sunday
If you-
dinner, the
if you-
final.
You're cooking to impress.
Yeah, if you could
Maybe have
best.
best.
I
So
mean,
not
what
for-
I think
Maybe Formal Friday.
what I think we would do is we would call up a bunch of bands and say, "Hey, why don't you come over for an interview?"
Ah.
And then we put them in a
Yes, and then
small,
the
dark
oven. Then the
room.
oven would be an oven.
Yeah. Put them in a small dark room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just wouldn't come out.
Yeah.
And we'd have food for years.
When
Maybe.
it goes, ding, you just know, food's on.
So the trick is to never be the first band who comes in for an interview, because
Right.
those are all the bands that never come back to Wasteland again for some reason.
Yeah.
Life
For
hack.
reasons unknown.
Okay,
Brilliant.
so let us get on to the next part of the show. So we have what's hot this week. Hold on, let me just find our little jingle.
You got a
this
jingle?
This jingle's better than the last one.
I was about to ask if you said
are
real
you
jingle.
jingles?
Are you ready?
God.
Are you ready
It's
for a
more than 2
jingle?
seconds long.
It's mildly disappointing.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Look at that. That's a proper jingle.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Real intro.
No,
Did you
no
properly
expense
jingle
spent.
this time?
We properly jingled. So guys, first of all, I'll start the thing off. So as you may know or may not know, we've got our graphic novel coming out very, very soon.
Yes.
Oh, all the stuff's coming through. So the patches, if you were one of the ones who were getting some of the patches, we have the 3 patches come through. So these are quite big, actually. So the first patch is the cult V2A one, which is always
Oh, that's
good.
cool.
Ooh.
Who wants to be in a tribe when you can be in a cult? Awesome. The next one is there's the bad guys in the comic are called locusts, and they're sort of like slightly cannibalistic. So we have this:
Oh.
kill, eat, repeat.
That's a good slogan.
That's a good one. And then
Right to the
and then-
point.
Right to the point. And then for our loyal cult of V2A, V2A cannon fodder. Look at that. Awesome. Know your place in the cult. So very, very exciting. So over to vaccine. So for you, vaccine, apart from water damage and stuff like that and crazy taps, what's hot for you this week?
What's hot for me this week? Oh, speaking of vaccines, I got vaccinated.
Way!
Yay!
Take that, COVID.
Yeah. So, I'm obviously still going to be careful. You still got to be careful, but
Yeah.
I'm really excited, to maybe be able to see my friends
God.
and go out and do stuff and
Yeah.
not feel
What is that?
really
What is that? I
scared
can't
of dying.
remember.
Oh,
Oh.
I know, same. Swede and I joke around a lot and say we don't like each other's faces, but I will be very happy to be able to spend
Just
time
share
with him
space with
again.
him.
Yeah, to share space with him again. So
Aw.
I haven't seen you in weeks.
yeah, yeah. In real life,
Well, in
Yeah.
real
Many
life, I haven't
weeks.
seen
many weeks.
Steak or Skelly, for over a year.
Yeah.
A year and a half.
We
It's last time we've
we
seen
did
them.
block them on Facebook, though.
Well, yeah, and
You-
Andy put that injunction not allowing me to leave the
Andy-
house.
Just over a year with us because you
Yeah.
were here beginning of last year.
Yeah.
Remember?
I was, yeah. We did the Korean. thing.
Korean.
Oh,
Korean.
yes.
Yummo.
A year ago.
Yeah,
We lack of the Korean.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen each other very, very briefly a couple times for like dropping off stuff.
Well, we've always seen like just the upper half
Yeah,
of our
it's
faces
like
too, because
this much.
Yeah.
And, we can't like
masks.
touch or get close to
Right.
one another or eat, like have drinks together or anything like that. So
Well,
it's-
to be
it's very-
honest, I'm just allowed up and out a little bit and been out in the city around the corner. and nobody was wearing a face mask. I'm
Oh my
absolutely shocked.
Crazy.
We're just coming out of a lockdown where we had like thousands and thousands of people dying. And just
Yeah.
people, I just can't understand people. It felt like I did like a time travel. I like, what happened?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, America's had 500,000 dead.
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think, well,
It's
how much have
preventively.
we? 100K
Yes.
for UK. is
Over
it?
100, yeah.
So
well,
yeah,
mask
I don't
people.
think it's
It's not hard.
that's it. How hard
Plus,
is
it makes
it?
you look cool.
Yeah,
Well,
they look
also-
I
pretty
look
cool.
way better in a mask. You can just like,
You
And no one can
pull
tell if it's
faces
scowling.
and, like,
That's it,
and
yeah,
nobody
or-
notices it.
Or sticking your tongue out.
After,
Yeah.
after this
Or you can
show,
fill it with sweets.
exactly.
Yeah.
After this show, we will get a vaccine and the Swedes' address, and we will send you over one of our own V2A
Oh,
masks.
rad! I
Just
would
one you have to
Yeah.
share.
With
I
it,
I'll wear that at work.
all
We have
the
a
time.
we have a
with
War
special
Boy one.
filters. They're the
You're
special
sending one
filters.
each.
Really good.
That's extravagant.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at
those
that.
are really cool.
Awesome. So, Swede, what is hot for you this week? And also, I'm loving the beard. It's got bigger.
No,
It's
everyone thinks it has, but I keep it trimmed right here.
you trimmed it.
Oh, at the bottom of the video, the picture of the video.
Well,
It was
sweet.
Yeah.
In that
The bottom of the picture of
competition,
the video. What?
I don't know what I'm on about.
Technical terms.
So I take it from the picture, you haven't upgraded your mobile phone in the background.
No,
You're still going old school on that. So
Yeah.
so what's hot
Look
for
at
you this week then, sir?
you'll notice how none of this is in widescreen because I still stick to 4:3.
4:3, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
It's the
right, yeah.
future.
like it should be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God
exactly.
intended.
Yeah.
You've got one
Exactly.
screen for
We
each
haven't got
eye.
eyes out there, have we? No, they're
Not a,
Look, I've
not a
even got-
single USB.
I've even got a tiny me right here. I can scratch myself on the chin.
Oh, nice.
oh yeah. Can you
Oh.
feel it? Can you feel it?
No, but through the beard, it's hard to
Another
feel
hand
anything
comes
on
in.
my face.
Yeah.
Well, where you got competition going? Did you notice? Stick is giving.
Oh
you
yeah,
competition.
Stig is trying to
Look at
usurp
this.
me.
What is
no,
going
no,
on
oh,
here?
no, no.
Stig's
Oh,
going
no
to show
chance.
up at Wasteland.
Yeah.
and it's going to be
Oh, it's
longer
so
than
long
mine,
now.
and I'm going to have to murder him out behind the shed.
Yeah, that's it. That's your dinner.
And then eat him.
Hey, what?
Good, look, he's White
I'm
Panther.
not liking the way this conversation's going.
He's Merlin.
He's Merlin. You shall not pass.
You shall not
Wrong
pass.
wizard.
Merkin, more like.
Wrong wizard.
So, Swede,
that's
what
disgusting.
is hot for you this week apart from bum glitter?
The weather.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is it hot, 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 hot?
is it hot?
It's
Scotchio.
we just had like the part of California I live in just had like it was very cold and then suddenly went back to normal.
Yeah.
So it
It
feels
was cold in California, though.
No, they had
Well,
snow, didn't you? Some areas
when-
had snow.
well, not here. We usually joke about how single digit temperatures in Celsius, that's made up. That's just lies. Couldn't possibly.
Yeah, can't be done.
Celsius
Yeah.
temperatures come in like 10 and up, right? That's where the bottom is.
Totally.
Yeah, good.
It got pretty chilly here, but I live really, really close to the ocean. I live like a mile and a half from the ocean. So, yeah, obviously I don't know what it is in non-American, but it got like down to the 40s, which I know is
In real temperatures, yeah.
In
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
temperatures,
I know
yeah.
Not
like-
yeah, 40s is single digit Celsius.
yeah,
That's,
Wow.
yeah.
that's
it got-
nonsense. That's too cold.
Yeah.
And I moved away like because I'm from the East Coast originally, and I'm like, I've had enough weather in my life. Can it just be warm all the time? Like I never expected it to be as it doesn't get, blisteringly, punishingly cold here, but it gets chilly, a lot colder than I
Yeah.
expected. Like moving to California.
West Coast, Best Coast.
Yeah,
Oh,
agreed.
nice one, nice one.
East Coast,
Definitely.
East Coast.
Just as a public information thing, if you want to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, it's 40 degrees is minus 32 times 5/9, so it's 4.44 degrees C.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
Oh, just that head multiplication.
I'm
times
here.
5
I'm here all night.
I'll
Yeah.
just remember that and then do it every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Or just do
It's all
things
right.
in Celsius like God
We-
intended.
We've got a
Exactly.
patch. We've got a patch
That.
coming for that.
Well, in the UK, we do have different, people laugh at our weather, but we do have different types of weather. We have a lot of rain,
Or a
quite
bit of rain.
rainy, a bit of rain, or
Right.
over cloud, and then a bit
Sometimes
more
a
rain.
bit of wind
You
as well.
forget the
Bit of wind.
storm, yeah.
We do. We're used to disappointment over here.
Have you thought of doing a weather forecast at Wasteland, or would it be just like sort of Good Morning Vietnam?
do.
The weather out there
Yeah, we
today is
do.
hot,
Hey,
hot
pay
and shitty.
attention.
We continue hot, shitty in the
We
afternoon.
we not only do a weather forecast, it's like we have an on-site weather station and an
Yeah.
on-site meteorologist
You have a
Ooh.
wind
doing new weather reports like every hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we give as well attack of the sunstorm coming, incoming,
Yeah.
incoming,
Oh,
dark?
that was so fun. That was so funny because we actually, was it last year or the year before?
Yeah.
That was cold.
Well, I mean, it was kind of meant as a joke. We were talking about sandstorms, and then people just took it as like, this is happening. And we were like, no, what? No.
So please no.
So we've
dear.
learned not to joke about the weather because people take it very serious.
Talking about that though, could you on the weather just go, by the way, the weather today is going to be nice and sunny, but there's giant spiders, run! Because they would freak out if you
Well,
get
they'll
it at the
take
right
it
time.
seriously, and then
They
and
would.
then we'll have to spend the rest of the day explaining how there aren't giant spiders.
God,
Or it'd be
yeah.
like with a joking
Yeah.
about sandstorm thing, there would actually be giant spiders. And does anyone want that? Really?
Right?
Sandworms.
Yeah.
Just
then
shy
we have
hello.
people- then we have people coming up to the
Bless
radio
the maker in
trailer
his
all
water.
day going, hey, when is the wind gonna start? When do I need to, batten
Put a
down
jumper
my
on.
tent? Do I need to do like yeah.
I'm going to sue you because I've put an extra jumper on. It's not as cold as you said it was going to be. Fuck off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because you share a building with the awesome newspaper, do you ever try and get your bits in the newspaper? Not your bits, your pictures or your. I've got to
Hold on.
reword that, haven't I?
the nice
really?
bits,
Yeah.
not your naughty bits.
Not your naughty bits, your nice
Yeah,
bits.
not the bum holy.
Keep my wedding
Excuse
vegetables
you.
out of the newspaper, please.
My naughty bits are my nice bits.
There you go.
Have you thought about having a?
at
have you thought-
The radio schedule is probably in the newspaper every now and then. I know
I believe
that we share headlines and stuff between the newspaper and the radio
Is that
station.
if someone died after drinking your water out of the fountain?
Ugh.
Yeah, we've spoken about that.
Oh,
How about
sorry.
a spot the ball competition with a jugger? or spot the balls.
Spot the ball.
Oh no,
So a quick
I
question.
had money on that.
So mechanized, what's hot for you this week?
This week, hot. I watched, actually, I just finished it. Upload. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's about someone dying and his consciousness is uploaded into a afterlife.
Oh,
And I pretty enjoyed that. And then I watch at the moment, I just started a couple of them. Life After Death or something like that as well on, I think it was Netflix. I lose track. I watch so much TV at the moment. But that's, looks very scary as well. Interesting, scary.
Oh, we have a question for Swede from Rodent. Is it feasible? How feasible would it be to run a low wattage private TV broadcast?
Pirate.
pirates, not private.
I'm
Flipping heck.
I'm on the marsh.
Arr.
Private. It's not like
Well-
Blue movies. We're not doing
That's
like
right.
Pirate.
I thought you can't be talking about pirates. We're in the middle of the desert. There's no
Private.
yeah,
water.
it's Pornhub.
Porn.
There's a
Yeah.
bunch of pirates at Wasteland.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cool ones. I am not sitting
No,
next
yeah, the
to a
tricorns,
TV
yeah.
transmitter because if I was, then I would have to bring it to Wasteland, and then there would be a TV channel, and that would be a whole thing.
Yeah. That would be
And
a
then-
whole nother thing that we have to do at Wasteland.
And then
Yeah.
people would stay in and watch the telly instead of going out and getting drunk.
That's been a concern in the past.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have to make sure that it's very dull.
You could have a violent version of Love Island. Or a bake off, but actually baking bands in the oven.
In the
Oh
oven.
yeah.
All sorts
Yeah.
of TV ideas.
This
Isn't
is
that
all.
like more
Ma-
like that American barbecue cook-off show?
Yeah.
No, but
a little
it'll be the Great British Bake Off still.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
anybody? Is
We're
anybody
only
ever
allowed to
seen that
cook
band?
Bake British bands. Is that?
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Or whoever over.
Oh, all the Arnie ones.
Nice.
Has anybody seen that Arnie band since they came into your?
Didn't they like break
Oh,
up?
oven.
yeah. They.
Is there
they
any
broke
left in the
up
freezer?
after?
Is there any left in the freezer?
Arnie
No,
chili.
I heard they broke up and just they aren't around anymore. Unfortunately, I
never
have no idea
tell.
what happened.
Roden
Gosh,
did
yes.
ask earlier if the Arno Corp thing was the interview was available still. Do you ever keep any archive, or does it all just go in a bin or into the grave?
Interviews do get kept, and
Use
when
as
there's
evidence.
been reason, they've been like mainly the reason we keep them is because we'll generally broadcast them several times during the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's why we try to get the bands in as early as possible to do their interviews, so that we can run the interviews and plug their merch or whatever more than like once right before they go on stage.
So Rodent could hear it again next year.
If we play it.
Unlikely if they're there. If they've been exhumed.
I don't think anyone will ever hear of them again. They broke up.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They broke up.
Yeah.
Maybe there was more than 5 of them in the band, and the other 9 couldn't get in for the interview, and that caused the rift.
That'll cause some ructions.
That
know?
would
Well,
do,
that's
yeah.
nothing to do with
Few of the
us.
people.
I don't know where the 5 who came in for the interview went.
But you'll have to share the recipe.
Exactly. So, Skelly, what's hot for you this week, sir?
I watched WandaVision finally. That was pretty good, pretty hot. Quite enjoyed it. And also, I went for a nice walk with a friend of mine, and I actually managed to lose my car keys. But somebody, I don't know who, found them and put them on top of something so I could find. So whoever did that, they are super hot, super hot.
Super
Oh
hot.
wow.
Nice.
Wow.
So
Nice.
that was
Agreed.
good.
And then
Well,
over to you then, Stig.
Oh,
What's hot
nothing
this week?
particularly. I've a bit of an inside scoop. My brother's wife, they live North Devon, and they're filming The Witcher down there at the moment.
Are they?
Down on
Witcher
Saunton
season?
Sands. Witcher Series 2 is being
Wow.
filmed down there. Don't know who they're. They're all seas running around on seashores and stuff, just like that. That's how they go. They got 5 legs.
Ooh, oh
That's
my
The Witcher
God.
for you. So that was quite cool. I watched the first of Invincibles. Sorry. First 3 have been dropped on Amazon yesterday. Watched the first one. Could be good. Hopefully. Seems to get all the
What's it
superhero
about?
tropes in there.
Oh, right.
It's a superhero one, but it seems to manage to skirt round all the cliches and stuff. So I've only watched the first one. They're an hour long, so it's 3 hours to watch, I think.
Based on a comic book.
Yeah,
Oh.
series. Yeah. So that's quite cool. Also, quite waiting for Boys Series 3 to come out. Because there's they've got one of the more interesting sort of heroes
Yes.
coming in there, the Russian, little Nina, who has she's like a somewhat vicious Russian gang boss who has a.
I
fetish for
read her
sex
in the
toys.
comics. She's
Did you?
bad.
All right. So you know
Oh,
how Billy.
it's the Russian person, Captain Sausage or whatever.
He is. I
Well,
think.
if she's little Nina, yeah, and so it'd be interesting to see whether Billy does actually do what he does with what he does to the person he does it to.
He probably does.
Oh.
He probably does. So
I think
first
that'd
of
be
all,
a
then,
tricky one.
mechanized. Would you like to ask Swede or Vaccine a question? Something you've always wanted to ask them.
Oh. Let me have a think.
Oh, we come back to it. We come back.
Yeah, I'm not good at ad hoc at the moment with all my medication.
It just stopped. So, is there going to be a Wasteland on this year? What do you guys think?
The California is doing much better with vaccinations than we have been.
That's good.
So when I looked at the numbers yesterday, it looked like pretty much everyone will be vaccinated by sometime in August, which would mean that they probably would be allowed to.
Yeah.
I don't know how it looks in other places because, people come to Wasteland from everywhere. And also it takes a long time to prep for Wasteland.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I honestly don't know. We're preparing for it as if it's going to happen.
Right.
So that if it does, then we've got all our ducks in a row.
Yeah.
It's important to have your ducks all lined up so that when you murder them,
That's
it's easy.
You can't kill the ducks.
Also-
you can't have a city without ducks.
You
Right.
can't.
Yeah.
You can't have a bath without a duck.
We built this city on duck and roll.
I have a question. I have a question
Was
for
duck and cover.
it is.
Rock.
I have a question for both of you guys. So
Mhm.
He's gone again.
he's gone again. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Yes. Oh,
Right,
that's
now-
cool.
Ooh,
Neotropolis. Ooh,
Yeah.
Neotropolis. Are you going to do a radio station for that?
yes. Oh, is Sweet there?
Yeah, that's why you snuck off.
He's gone,
Is
gone.
he-
I
Is
Yeah.
it
didn't want to
hiding?
answer that question, so I snuck off.
Oh.
Well, first of all, to both of you, what is Neotropolis? Even though I've got the awesome long sleeve top.
So Neotropolis is an event put on by the people that run Wasteland, and it is a sci-fi / cyberpunk event. I think there was a little bit of discussion among people between whether it would be more sci-fi or more cyberpunk, but they are fully, officially saying it is sci-fi. So it's pretty broad as far as the kind of stuff that they are that they're doing. It looked pretty cool that when they were getting
Yeah.
it ready, before COVID
Yeah.
lockdowns and protocols started, they had done some really cool stuff out at the site. And I was super stoked. I'm still super stoked, but not, obviously since it hasn't happened.
You're super soaked.
Yeah.
I'm super
super
stoked.
stoked.
Silver
Yeah.
Surfer. What's that? It's that bloody faucet again.
So yeah, it seems like it'll be interesting. If you like doing weird camping shit in the desert, and costumes and such, then
gonna-
you'll probably enjoy it.
So, guys, are you going to be doing a radio show?
There
Will
will
there be
be
a-
a radio station, assuming Neotropolis happens. There will be
Yeah.
a radio station there. As for who's running it, no one knows.
No one knows. Are you going to have? Could there be, Techno Swede and Lala Vaccine or something like that?
Lala
The
Vaccine.
Viking.
Yeah, Lala Vaccine. Could there be this whole alter ego thing going on?
There might be.
I'll
but
be there.
I definitely want Lala Vaccine to be my name now.
That sounds good.
But yeah,
I think that's
I
awesome.
Very
plan on
French.
being there. Have some things planned with regards to like costuming and character and stuff like that.
That was going to be
but-
my next question. Can you give us a sneak hint of what the costumes might be?
Mine involves a helmet. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Is it
excellent.
based on a sci-fi film, or are you doing your own thing?
I'm doing my own thing, but largely inspired by like classic sci-fi anime and Daft
Oh
Punk.
wow!
as well. So like full.
Oh my god!
Are you going
So-
to turn up on your Akira motorbike? Are you?
Oh God, I wish. Like, yeah.
Wow!
If I had one, I absolutely would.
That is my
Right.
favorite.
Did you just say bukkake?
That's something else. That's the wrong show. The wrong
No,
show.
Inappropriate. Mr.
I think your
Stick,
Babel
inappropriate.
fish just translated it.
It
Oh, you
does.
said Ducati.
Oh yeah. So the Swede, Techno Swede, as we'd like to be calling you now. So any hints on what your costume might be?
Well, I can show off the logo of.
Yes.
Ooh!
Oh, mine's in the other room, so I couldn't do that. But
It's not in
Oh
focus.
my-
I have to put it like next to my face. But yeah.
Wow!
I had that on the back of my car, and somebody stole it.
I reckon it was
Bloody
sweet.
thief.
It was sweet.
Yeah, I had a
It was-
magnet. We got some magnets made, and
Caught.
somebody stole it.
God,
off the back of my car.
blimey.
Oh, can I
That's
just
what she
butt
have for
in?
living in Long Beach.
Just a quick word. Mama Giddy, who's friend of the show and us. She's just branching out on her own, working on her own, and wants a bit of good luck. So good luck to you,
Oh,
love.
good
Hope
luck,
it goes
Mama.
Bye,
well.
Mama
luck,
Giddy.
good
We'll see
luck.
you next
Good
time at
vibes.
Wasteland.
Right.
Always enjoy
Right.
playing with you out in the desert.
Definitely.
Bye.
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 Back to our usual programming. Thank you.
So we've got the logo for it. What kind of music will you be blasting out on the radio?
It'll be a bit of a mix. It'll be a bit less English speaking than Wasteland Radio.
A
Been
bit.
trying to like
Just a bit.
Less
Just the-
English speaking.
a bit less English speaking. We've been
What,
trying to.
you mean
I-
Swedish?
intriguing.
English and Swedish,
No.
basically.
German.
there, I think there actually might be like one or two tracks in the massive library we've built.
Or Japanese. So
There's
nobody
a lot of
understands.
Japanese
Japanese,
music. There's a
gotta
lot of
be,
Chinese music. There's a lot of Indian music.
Korean.
Korean music is in there. German music is in there.
Wow.
I've just been reminded there's some
Arabic?
Arabic music in
Oh.
there. Yep.
Mechanized is getting excited now.
We've been trying to like embrace the kind of thing that you see in Blade Runner, where
Yeah, that aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
globalism has like come together into the part where people just move wherever they go for work or whatever, and travel becomes easy, and that cultural meshing of, you know, having, because we have like a bunch of very American style hip hop, but it's in like Hindi.
Yeah, it's very
Excellent.
cool. It's very
Um,
cool.
Wow.
And we've been trying to, you know, put ads together, but there will also be a sort of morning show on the radio called The Human Show. And whoever is running the radio
Nice.
station has hired Vaccine and myself. Sorry, Vaccine's over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Good choice.
has
good choice.
hired us to DJ during the Human Show, where we'll be only be playing oldies and classical music. So like from the 1980s.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh my God, sounds amazing.
God, I
We've
just,
lost him
like,
again.
He's
And
come
the
back.
camera's gone again. Incredible.
Some of that music is really, really fun and cool and weird, and I'm extremely excited for people to hear it. Like, I
Oh, that should be
just-
brilliant.
have been telling people about it every chance I get, like that it, where it's a part of discussion. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Oh my God. So we were so excited by this, by Neotropolis, that on the new album, which is coming out later this year, there is a track which has got a very 80s electro feel, which we wrote for the festival. So
Oh,
well, wrote
that's
for you guys for the
cool.
radio show. It is awesome. You like it, don't you, Mechanized?
I really do. Seriously, it's an awesome song.
We give
why haven't I
the
heard it?
NV a run for their money on this one. It's a nice one.
A bit of a
You
banger,
will.
is it?
You
A bit of
will.
a
Why
banger,
did you do
Mr.
that?
Drone.
It's a banger. We will
It's a
have
banger.
Lala Vaccine on there somewhere. We've got to get you on
Lala
there.
Vaccine. That's the name now. You know that.
Well, we
But
know
now-
which track we know which track we're getting Vaccine on stage for at the next Wasteland, don't we?
Yeah.
No.
It's a shoo-in.
So how have you managed to not come on stage with us? What tactics have you used? I know Swede always does the I'm
Busy.
broadcasting. I'm
Yeah,
busy.
he pulls that
Yeah.
bloody bullshit. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
good.
We are always busy. We are always very busy. Our last news broadcast is at 8 p.m. I believe. Oh, I can't hear you, Swede.
That's good.
Maybe I
not
need to
saying
unmute my mic first.
Oh, there we are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been muted the whole show. So
What do I
far.
know?
Yeah, our last, and I think our last news broadcast is at 8 p.m. and
Usually,
usually, so we're doing that, and then generally we have to kind of wind some stuff down and make sure stuff is like
And
all
often editing.
set.
If
Yeah.
we've been doing interviews during the day,
Yeah.
a lot of the editing has to happen in the evening so that it's
Yeah.
ready for the next day.
So unfortunately, most of the time when y'all are on stage, we are working.
We're going to kidnap you next time.
Next
So-
time we just send the army in and get you kidnapped.
Yeah. Sweet, you
So-
can
so-
stay behind and I'll just go play on stage.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So
seems
when
reasonable,
when
yeah.
you're not working, what is your favourite bit of Wasteland? Where do you run off in?
I don't understand the question.
What do you mean when we're not working?
Well, when you're
Yeah,
not
I-
working,
I-
at
The
the
morning
radio.
show
You-
starts at 9.
Now, I think
the
you should
morning.
rephrase that question. What is your favorite part of Wasteland? Your memories, your favorite moment?
That's
I
a
only
better
see
question.
the inside of a black metal box.
outside of the
Yeah.
outside of the oven?
And eating Arnie Core
I
for
know,
the last
yeah.
3 years running.
Well, I heard
Uh,
wild things from your radio station, so I know you don't only see a black box.
I know. No, I mean,
Ah,
like in the evenings, generally, we can go out and do stuff, but I mean, we have to get up at like 8 in the morning
God.
to be ready. So it's not like we can go out and get super drunk and party hardy.
Don't
'cause
give
we
them
have to-
ideas, Layla.
No, we have to wake up.
Yeah.
I think she's on it.
Oh
Well,
no.
I blame the War Boys because we normally go to bed about 8 in the morning.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes.
That's usually when I get up.
Yeah, me too. I
About 8 in the morning.
sometimes more around like 8:30.
Have a lion.
Roll out.
yeah, that's it.
A lot of time. There's been several times where I did the morning Fallout in my pajamas.
Oh yeah,
That's very
I'm very often.
Well,
I'll
that
pull
was-
a skirt on in the morning and like
Yeah.
flip flops.
Well, that's very
Because I sleep in
pre-lockdown.
the radio trailer, and I'll just like walk out the bedroom door and into the studio door and just plop
Yeah.
down.
Yes. And I usually sleep because we have bunk beds in the house, and I usually sleep on the top bunk. So I'll just like pull on my shoes and like clamber out of the bunk and like go to the radio. And it's like, has anyone made coffee? Can you bring me some, please?
That's my first thing. Coffee.
Exactly. So, Swede, have you ever decided or ever had a go at running one of the shows completely in Swedish, just to see how the American brethren would
Just see if
yeah.
anybody's listening.
or what they make of it.
No, I don't. I assume every time I start talking, everyone just kind of tunes out.
Aw.
No one cares. They just want the music. No, I talked with a Swedish accent for a couple years on Wasteland Radio.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably right around when you.
That
came on
was
board,
right
I
around
think.
I
Yeah.
think the first year you were doing that.
And then I just switched to my American radio broadcaster voice.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
Yeah.
if I ever heard the
I don't remember
Swedish
that one at all,
dialect.
no.
I don't know.
You're listening to Wasteland Radio 88.3 FM.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're gonna have to get you to do some jingles for this.
That would
Yeah,
be
but
great.
you've only got 4.3 seconds.
Right.
We can.
And it'll end like 3 words before I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Just go-
Cut it.
Like,
So, do you guys take the radio station to anywhere else than Wasteland Weekend? Do you do any other waste or post-apocalyptic festivals?
Not that radio station, but there is a radio station at Uranium Springs for detonation that is also run by us. But that's like a
Ooh.
completely separate
Yeah.
thing. Where there is a
Uranium
radio
Springs
station at
Radio.
Uranium Springs that
Yeah, it sounds really
we
good.
help run.
Uranium Springs. They have asked us to
it's
play.
a fun place.
Yes.
You should go. It's really it's hard to explain how much it's in the middle of nowhere
yeah.
to people who are from such a minuscule country as the United Kingdom. Your
Yeah.
isolated island in the middle of the North Atlantic.
Is that
Yeah,
the one that's got a
it's-
slightly larger population than Sweden? Oh, yeah, that'll be it. Yeah.
I don't think slightly's right. I mean,
Slightly.
how
By
many
a
people
lot.
live in London now? That's got to be bigger than all of Sweden.
million.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sweden's
Yeah.
like 10 million, the whole country.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't until COVID.
Oh,
Come on,
honestly.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ, and
no.
a bite.
It was like,
I'll bring Michael Barrymore on next.
Greater Los Angeles has more people than Sweden and Norway put together.
wow.
Yeah, but we've got more brain cells.
Oh,
I mean,
dear.
I love Sweden, but yeah, it is empty.
Is
Yeah,
there
There's
is there
lots of
anything-
empty.
Is there anything from Sweden that you miss, food-wise?
Oh
or
yeah,
drink-wise?
especially food and candy. Weirdly, you know.
Oh, not that.
Oh, the
not that
salty
licorice. Not the
licorice.
salt licorice.
No, I
No, he
do
doesn't
not like
that.
salty
He
licorice.
likes salty
I
licorice.
hate that stuff. I always have.
Oh,
But there's other. You know how it is when you like. It's hard to get.
No, he doesn't know. He's English.
Well,
He
if you
lives-
come to America, it's hard to get like wine gums or whatever the fuck you eat. And
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
easy.
And you have to eat Hershey's, not Cadbury's. Hershey's.
Hershey's
Chocolate,
is
my
disgusting.
ass.
Oh.
How they can call that chocolate is
that is
unbelievable.
disappointment in a packet.
That is. That
Supposed
is.
to be Marabou mjölkchoklad or nothing.
Oh, Marabou. Yeah.
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 Yes.
Okay.
There
And
you go.
dime bars. I like dime bars.
Oh, dime is so
Dime.
dime
Oh,
ice cream.
oh,
The
Oh,
vanilla
yes,
ice cream.
yes,
Ice cream.
yes.
Oh.
Now you're talking.
I love a
miss that
Cadbury
so
Cream
much.
Egg.
I had
And-
a dime bar for the first time. Was it? It wouldn't have been last year because COVID, but the year before. Everything's
And
blurring.
2019 is last year. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it may as well be.
2019. Yeah, I had a dime bar for the first
all
time.
the
and
history
I'm just
books go
like,
19.
Was it crunchy?
friggin' good. It was so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a little
Yeah,
crunchy.
they are. Yeah.
So, and
Yeah,
I'm
a bit
not really
crunchy.
a big candy person. Like I'm not into candy, but that was
I am.
so good.
It ticks
Yeah.
all your
Yeah,
boxes.
I
Yeah,
mean-
yeah.
Yeah.
Any candy you've got vaccine, you know where it goes. Just
Yeah.
where is he down there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I must admit, I am disappointed in the UK because every time I'm in America, I buy the multiple packets of Colossal Berry Crunch,
Oh,
which
God.
I live on during the Wasteland. At the way, it's amazing that
Yeah,
and
that's why,
Gatorade.
that's why our toilets always break.
It's
Have you
That's
tried
why it's
the,
got less
um,
glows in it.
the cucumber lime Gatorade? Have you tried that?
no.
Oh,
No, you
don't,
get the
no,
green
what,
one.
Don't
stop
go
it.
there.
Wow.
Don't go
Vaccine,
there.
stop it.
Sounds really
Wow.
green.
Best flavor. That's the
It's
best
the best flavor.
flavor.
It's great.
Jesus.
I introduced
It
the
sounds
sweet to
disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah, it
introduced the
does.
sweet
Yeah.
to it, and I was like, "Have you had this?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "You need to drink this.
I-
It's delicious."
I'm completely sold. It is actually really good, especially
Yeah.
when you're in the heat and you're very thirsty.
Yeah.
It's a real winner.
And it
Sounds
does
very
We'll
taste
save some
like
for you next time you're over.
tastes like
Yeah.
cucumber and lime. Like, it just straight up
Cucumber and
actually
lime.
tastes like what it says.
it very
should taste
green?
Like.
Is
Is it
very
green?
No, not
No,
green.
surprise!
No.
It is green, but it's like
Ooh.
a sort of a milky light green.
Oh, wow.
A different shade of
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
We're
Oh my God.
cautious about our green drinks these days.
So a quick
Dark
question
green
to
milk.
Vaccine. Have you been to
Oh.
Europe?
No, actually, I have not. I know. I want to go. I really want to go. Obviously, I want to go to Sweden. We have lots of friends that come for Wasteland from Sweden, and I would like to go and visit them. But I'm like, if I'm there, I might as well go to London and like see all of you guys.
Yeah.
But we don't live in
Great.
London.
Oh well, in the UK, I would
In
like
the
to
UK.
go, and yeah, in your general vicinity.
Awesome.
Quite a
You're
large
alwa-
general vicinity.
You're
I know.
always welcome. You're always welcome. So
Thank you.
Sweden.
There was
Yeah.
a question. There was a
Oh.
question to Sweet. How can the people support? Or no, it was. How did Rodent ask for that? How can they support the radio station?
Yeah. Do you have like a GoFund page or a web
no.
page or Facebook?
Patreon.
So because
Why not?
Wasteland Radio is run by Wasteland Weekend. It's part of the event. So we have pretty much all the resources we need.
How about
Yeah.
some air conditioning?
I mean, not that
We
we
d-
don't appreciate.
we
Yeah,
brought
we
air
have air
conditioning.
conditioning in
Is
the
it-
radio trailer.
That was new for
Only-
2019, and then
Yeah.
the pandemic
That's why
Yeah.
I
happened.
always
So
was there. Yeah,
Ah.
and the water
maybe it was a bad
sprinklers.
idea. Maybe.
I
And
was
how many
hoping-
generators do you need?
Yeah.
We
So
were free now.
we do have multiple generators, but the whole radio station runs on one small generator.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh,
And is that
wow.
reliable now? Because you went through 5, was it 1 year?
We had one. Well, so that year it actually turned out to be bad gasoline.
Oh, no. Did it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
That's-
remember that. Yeah.
That-
you
is what
can't
happened.
trust
Oh,
those
my God.
bastards.
Because
Yeah.
we were very surprised because our generator died and then our backup generator died, and we were like, "Oh, this is probably bad," but it turned out to not
And it
be
was
the
bad
generators.
gas. No way.
So
So
I think it was misunderstood. Rodent didn't mean giving money to them. How he can help them. So I think he's offering his himself to support you guys
well,
with work and stuff.
and also for all the Wastelanders, etc. What kind of drinks do you like? So if somebody wants to thank you by dropping a bottle off of some nice liqueur or something, what drinks would win over favor from you two?
Cucumber lime Gatorade.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
cucumber lime Gatorade.
That was that
Great.
just tripped off the tongue. Cucumber, what, who, what, where?
Cucumber
We
lime
just talked
Gatorade.
about this, Stig.
Say it
Yes.
fast.
I
We're
know.
gonna
I
Let's
wasn't
hear the
listening.
conversation.
I was probably doing my other job.
He was googling. He was googling people
I was
from the
replying
radio.
to somebody.
He was
Dime
also
bar
stalking
latte.
someone,
How
taking
about
pictures of
dime
him
bar
without their
lattes?
knowledge.
So what kind of
Julius come up
alcohol
with
do you
dime
like?
bar lattes. Come on.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'm lost.
So vaccine,
No.
vaccine. What kind of alcoholic beverages do you like?
I like rum generally and whiskey as
Oh.
well. So like brown liquor for the most part.
Yes, I'm with you on that
I-
one.
And I mean, light rum is all right, but I prefer like a darker spiced rum, which is nice having a tiki bar in camp. That's
Yeah.
rad. You just go.
Oh,
You're like, oh, just make me something with rum. Cool, we're good. So
I think Skelly, you had some special rum lately, didn't you? You texted
Oh
me.
yeah, I had some banana rum.
oh
ooh,
yeah.
Ooh.
I didn't order that.
Well, and I don't know why I'm saying. I
Mm.
don't know why I'm saying had in the past tense. I've just got a bottle of it in. So
Oh,
sounds delicious.
well,
it
I
is-
want to
it is
get
that
one.
delicious. It's
Top it
good.
up.
It's-
I know.
I tried a sampler and then bought it the next day. It was Lang's
Yeah.
banana rum.
So Swede, what kind of alcohol can people win your favour with?
Beska droppar.
What do you call me?
It's French.
That
You
It's
heard me.
French.
Yeah,
that
Beska
sounds so
droppar.
Viking.
That does sound Viking.
That's the and you can't buy it in the US. So
You cannot.
every
and
time I
you
go
gave-
to Sweden or someone goes to Sweden, I have to have them bring bottles.
Beska
back.
droppar. What is
You
it?
gave me some.
Beska
You,
droppar.
All right.
you
What
gave
is
me
it
some
though?
one
You
time.
might text it over to us, and we can bring you some when we
Yeah.
come next time.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Uh,
What is it? Is it like aquavit or
It is an aquavit.
ah?
The name translates to bitter drops.
Oh.
Right. Okay.
It's like a wormwood liquor thing.
Yeah.
It's,
It's
uh,
really good.
It's powerful.
Bracing.
Oh my God.
Ah.
Powerful.
You know when it's in your mouth.
Yeah. And does it stay in your
Well,
mouth?
there's a slogan.
Yeah, what are we talking about now?
As the actress said to the bishop. Yeah.
So I must admit, Vaccine, your drink was amazing, though.
Mouth adventure.
Oh, the gin.
Yeah. What were the
Yeah.
flowers again? What were the
They're called-
flowers?
They're called buzz buttons.
You should release that worldwide and become a multimillionaire.
It
And
sounded like party poppers.
buy your own Wasteland and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, if I became a multimillionaire, I probably would do that. Like buy a big piece of land out in the desert and just make like a permanent wasteland where
Resident.
people
A
can
permanent
go.
gin distillery.
A permanent gin distillery.
Yeah.
Yes, with a wasteland attached.
A desert with juniper berry bushes. Yes, that's it. Must find that one. I'll Google it.
We've got a big hi to some of the guys down from Australia.
Hey, Spaceman.
Hey!
Hey,
Spaceman.
We are off next year, Sweden Vaccine. We are off to the Mad Max 2 40-year anniversary in Broken Hill.
Oh, very
with all-
cool.
That's going to be so epic.
Are you two
Yeah.
coming? We're trying to entice you now with our enticement.
How
well,
is
they're
alcohol?
already 8:30 a.m. on Sunday in Australia.
Yeah.
Have
That's
you ever
just
been to
wrong.
Australia? Do you fancy it? Do you want to go to the Mad Max 2 40-year
You know how
anniversary?
far away
I mean,
Australia
yeah,
is?
I mean, yes, but I've never.
Well,
been
you don't have to
Australia.
walk it.
It's
Yes, I
closer than
wanna-
the UK.
I know. I've actually only ever been to Japan as far as places
Wow.
outside the United
Japan.
States. Yeah.
Japan. How did you find that? That looks amazing, by the way.
I really enjoyed it. I went when
It's
I was
Australia
younger.
and turn left.
Yeah. I went when I was younger, and I actually did like a homestay thing. So I was there for like a whole month.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
But I was really young, so I like couldn't really do a lot of stuff by myself and things like that. So I'd like to go again now as an adult and do
adult
more
things.
interesting,
Oh.
more adult stuff.
Well, that was, yeah, awesome.
Go to
So,
some bars.
And,
If
and-
you-
yeah,
if-
and raid all those rather weird dispensing machines you can find there.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
ride one of them big, massive, monstrous things. These
Where's she
rubber-
going? Where's she going with this?
Whoa, whoa,
I don't
Where's she
know.
going with this?
Whoa, wrong channel. Wrong channel.
No,
We're
the
not-
robots.
We're not onto your kids' horse. Oh, right.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Right,
big-
oh, robots.
Big Gundam.
Yeah, the Gundams.
Yeah, the Gundams. That's it. Ride
Yep.
one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
totally what she meant. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
would.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
So,
We're not tentacles.
so hopefully next year we are playing Australia. So we're doing the 40-year anniversary. We've also been invited to play some gigs over in Japan. So I'm not sure how Japan will find V2A, but we're super excited about that
There's
because
a lot of rock fans in Japan. So
There-
I
Yeah.
listened to several Japanese bands and they go pretty hard. So,
Wow.
I'm sure that they will really enjoy your show.
And they like themed stuff.
they
they
like
do.
They do. Yeah. Yeah.
They do.
they do.
And
What are you trying to?
outfits. They love
Yes.
outfits.
They-
So
yeah.
And we have outfits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen you wear them.
yeah.
So
Briefly.
I have a quick question from somebody, one of the crowd. Swede, do you own trousers? Because people have only ever seen you with a skirt on.
A skirt.
That's a
kilt or a
lie.
skirt.
Yeah, he wears a skirt a lot, but
I do
does.
wear a
does
skirt
have
a lot.
pants.
But yeah, I'm wearing pants right now.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
do. Oh,
Unless that
okay,
was a stunt leg, of course.
yeah, that could be a third leg.
You'll never know.
No, I will never know. No.
I'll
I
never
have a
tell.
whole group of leg doubles who hang out in front of my chair.
We saw the
Ready to go
stunt
at a
hand
moment's
coming
notice.
earlier.
Oh yeah.
From
That was
Mrs.
my
Swede.
partner Marie. She's currently
Mrs.
naked,
Swede's stunt
so
hand.
she's not on camera.
But that wasn't her leg.
That wasn't her leg.
I just want to get these facts straight.
I said she was naked, so I mean, if you saw pants, then I guess it wasn't her.
Oh,
Well, you
But
said
she
Ah.
could be
was.
naked under the pants.
Use was past tense, so she was naked. Then she put on your pants to be a stunt
Think-
leg.
God, somebody's paying
Okay.
attention.
Worked it out.
Yeah.
so
In
just
one.
just another quick one back to the show. So, how do you work out who is presenting each show? Do you share or do
You
you
flip
just
a coin.
Fight it
Oh,
out.
yeah, your turn.
fight it out? Do
We-
you jelly wrestle?
We have a schedule,
Who's awake?
sir.
Yeah,
We have a schedule.
they're professionals.
Oh, you've got a
Oh.
We
scheduler.
literally have a whiteboard with a schedule written out as far as like who's doing what interviews and who's doing news at what part of the day and things like that.
Oh,
So-
Because
Yeah.
the our 2 segment producers don't stay in our camp. They're also with like other groups.
Yeah.
So they need to know, when to show up for work.
Oh God,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair
So
enough.
yeah, we schedule all that out. I've been trying to get both of them to camp with us, but it's been. I think
Yeah.
maybe
They must have
maybe
seen
I can
things.
trick Trisha Licious into that. Our camp is an active place.
You have a lot of
Yeah.
It's
people
not the
in there.
easiest place
No.
to sleep always.
No,
yeah, it's
it-
pretty active.
Nobody's been there, and it's so they won't know. But it's right beside the main gate. So most people go down that route, and the first thing you come across is either command center on the right or WCC and the post office on the left. So there is no escape basically. And if they know
No,
you're in there,
it's-
and you've been there,
And
that's it.
we're one of the few camps at Wasteland that doesn't have a backside
Yeah.
Pardon?
because
You got the wall.
we've the other kind of
Arse!
backside.
Is that like the
that's
human
good.
centipede?
It's that
Most
skirt.
camps at Wasteland have a one side of the camp at least that faces like away from everyone.
Yeah.
Non-business
But
facing.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
one side of our camp is the main gate to Wasteland. On one side is Central Avenue. Is that the
Yeah.
name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
And the other one is that what's right outside the gate? Is that Fury?
I think
Road?
it's Fury Road.
Okay, so 3 sides of the camp are public roads
Yeah.
inside Wasteland City, and the other side is up against another camp. So you can see our camp from every direction, which means it's
Busy.
there is no escape.
It's
There's no
very
like backstage area you can go into
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
just have a blue cooler.
Can either of you two remember the first time you went to Wasteland?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you can, do you have any advice for Wasteland virgins? And I use that in the loosest term possible. Noobs.
Yeah. Drink
Go on.
water.
Yeah, drink water. Oh, not only water, drink like Gatorade,
Electrolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
electrolytes. Very
Yes.
important. Drink water, eat food, have your electrolytes, rest out of the sunlight if you can, because
Yeah.
the desert will kill you. And that's not even being facetious.
Yeah.
It tries real hard.
It tries real hard to kill you.
It does.
Yeah.
So, I know it's really tempting to go out and do all the things and walk around and be out all day, but it's not a great idea. You're
No.
not going to have a
Also-
good time.
Wasteland
especially
is
when
at
you're not
higher
used to the sun.
altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. People who come over from Europe
Yeah.
often don't
Taste.
think about the fact that like Los Angeles is like at the same level
Latitude.
as like Algeria.
Oh wow.
We're in
So it's-
basically the
so
equivalent of North Africa.
Central Sahara, yeah. Or
Yeah,
Northern
and
Sahara,
no
yeah.
one would like just wander into the desert there and just be like, no sunblock. It's gonna be fine. I'll just get drunk
Yeah.
and party. This will be great.
Yeah.
And the other thing that a lot of people don't realize is that Wasteland Weekend is at quite a bit of it's almost a kilometer up in altitude. Which, if you're from Sweden, that's like up in the mountains, way
Yeah.
far away.
And also on the same sort of line, the first time you went, did you guys go on your own, or did you go with the idea of being with the WCC? But would you have advice to people who are going, "Oh, I don't know anybody there. I haven't been before."
You'll know people
is
once
it
you get
something
there.
which complete solos can go there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I knew one other person when I went the first time,
Wow.
which was
Wow.
a coworker that I had barely hung out with, and we co-founded the WCC and went to Wasteland Weekend, and we made tons of friends our first year.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Yeah,
that's the feeling I get from it. What about you, Vaccine?
Oh, I was just saying, like, Wasteland in general is very friendly. Like, I have met a lot of really cool people. It's not hard to make the acquaintance of people at Wasteland if you do it. If you go out and you talk to people
Yeah.
and you get in,
Yeah.
go do tribe stuff, go to the casino, go to the clubs that are there, go to parties.
Yeah.
A lot
Because
of stuff
everyone
is
everyone
totally
talks
open.
about tribes, but it's not like cliquey's thing in that they all stick together. You all intermingle and you get in with it. You talk to people and you find that it's a tribe you're talking to, but it's not like thou shalt not enter. And
More
people
like
are
a
just
theme.
I found was so welcoming. Sorry,
Mhm.
Scully?
Yeah.
It's more like a theme, a collection of themes.
Yeah.
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 Is
But
there
everyone's
a,
so generous as well. Food,
Is it-
you
is-
can't you don't have to buy food half the time because people are willing to give you food.
is there anything sweet that you and Vaccine do you collect when you go to Wasteland, like bottle tops or anything like that? Is there
Or scars.
scars
Black
Yeah.
holes.
or
No,
European
I-
bands that you eat?
Yes, those. So, I do end up with a lot of bottle caps and not even on purpose. Just
Yeah.
people are like,
Oh.
here's my bottle cap. And I'm like, cool. And then, so I just have, I have so many, and I always end up with like little bits and bobs, like just little, I think last year, we were playing cards and I got like a rabbit's foot and like some shots and like, just all kinds of people are just like, have this little tchotchke, and I'm like,
Here's a
okay,
cool
cool.
thing.
Here's a cool, and I'm
Yeah.
like, neat.
Apparently, I collect cars at Wasteland.
Oh yeah.
What, full size
Yeah.
cars?
Yeah.
Full size collectibles.
How many
yeah.
do you have now? Sweet.
I am not sure.
Some.
Yeah.
Is it
Something
more
I should know?
than- Yeah, it's normally something
20.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's the new Volvo that is being built right now. That if we get to have a Wasteland this year, that'll be there. So the Thunderbird. There's the big truck. There's the Toyota. Oh, there's the Dart.
Yeah.
That's 4 then.
That's 6.
6. Oh my god!
The
You know,
newfangled numbers.
I like the way that you said, the big truck. The big truck's huge, isn't it? We've
Yeah,
had
it's a
that. We've
monster.
had a video of the big truck on here before, I think.
It's sizable. Yeah. It uses some gasoline.
Yeah. Well, what is the gas? What's the miles per gallon?
You mean
Gallons
the
per
gallons
mile.
per mile? Yeah.
Yeah. Gallons per-
I
oh, yeah.
actually don't know.
And you
because
daren't think.
we it's not terrible. Huge shout out to the Lord Spud and
Yes.
the black
Oh yeah.
the Black Thumb tribe. They it's stored at his place, which is
Oh,
pretty
wow.
near to California City. So that's the truck that pulls our main big trailer to Wasteland, but it's all off road. It's through the desert, so we get terrible gas mileage because we're all in low gear going through sand pits and awfulness, pulling a trailer that it weighs like 12,000 pounds empty,
Yeah,
and we
so
fill it with
much.
stuff. So
Oh my god!
it's properly bad on fuel economy.
Can you just remind us how much you guys are paying for gas?
I have no idea.
I think,
Exactly.
yeah.
I mean,
Bugger all.
like
Compared
many
to over
hundreds
here
of
in the
dollars.
UK.
Yeah.
No.
Right
I meant
now-
oh,
per gallon,
for-
no, per gallon or per litre.
I mean, California is
yeah, it's expensive. But
expensive,
Yeah.
but I think
Yeah.
yesterday I filled up for $3.77 a gallon.
Oh, it's about
Dollars.
$3.40 here right now.
Yeah, that makes
340
sense.
is about a tenth, isn't it? Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you
I'm
know
very
that?
sorry, but I have to log off.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
thanks for
sorry to
joining us,
pop in.
Mick. Thank you.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.
Hope we see you soon.
Bye.
Yeah,
Feel
bye.
better soon.
Did you know that Spud, who is coming on the show, I think he was born in the UK. He's English.
I believe he was, yes.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah. I've only spoken to him online. I've not actually. I don't think I've actually met him.
That's why he has such a ridiculous accent.
Yeah, well, you mean understandable. Yeah.
I never liked you, Swede. I never liked you. I
What's
think
the
Who's your
old
favourite?
the old joke? You pronounce herb with an H because it has a fucking H in it.
Yeah. And problem is,
I think what we're going to start doing is when we come over for our next Wasteland, we're actually going to do afternoon tea. We're going to do English
Oh.
afternoon tea, yeah, with sandwiches and stuff like that. 3 o'clock afternoon, go out, play a bit of cricket, be mildly disappointed, get drunk.
Nice.
Play a bit of cricket. You mean like a 4-day event?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the half test match.
yeah,
Oh,
Right.
Nothing fancy.
Hello to
Yeah.
the Apocalypse Post. Hello.
yeah. Mike's there.
Oh, hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah,
Everybody
Spaceman's just gone. Black is around as well.
Everybody floats in and out of the show. So yeah, the good thing with
We like floaters.
what they decided with
always.
cricket is because it's all about being. There's no
Pissed.
winners in cricket, really. Yeah, it's all about drinking. So first of all, both teams wear the same colour, white. It goes on for about 4 days, and at the end, it's a draw. So
That means everyone wins.
It's a winner.
Yeah.
Well, not the audience.
All about the game.
The audience
It's
are
all about the
plastered.
game. It's
They're the
about
biggest winners of all. They
Not
get to see
about
some
who
excellent
wins.
sportsmanship and a couple of googlies. If you're
I
lucky.
don't understand cricket. I
Nobody
Nobody-
understands cricket.
Okay,
It's not
all
there
right, I
to
feel-
be
I
understood.
feel better then.
Yeah,
The
they just make
colonies
it up.
understand cricket, which is why they keep handing you your own ass.
Overarm.
Oh, yes.
Oh, very good.
I think you'll find we just beat India by 1 game. We lost.
Oh yeah, that was what a sparkling success.
And we'll live on that. We've managed to live on everything else since the bloody Second World War.
I think
Bloody
yeah,
useless
the
bastard.
And
idea
that
will
World Cup, remember that World Cup?
Oh, that World
That
Cup.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
That's
thought it was all
And we
over.
got that swimmer bloke as well who can swim.
And that one
but-
Wimbledon as well. Wimbledon that one time.
But the good thing with cricket is the idea of
1970,
cricket
yeah.
really is the game's on. It's probably a bit like your baseball. It's a little bit dull.
You mean
so
boring? Yeah.
very boring. So you think I'm going to drink a lot. You then sort of pass out, wake up 2 days later. It's still going.
Not missed
Every-
anything much.
So you
Not missed
you
anything.
missed nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, the point of baseball is to go to a game and then you drink beer and you eat a chili dog and then you like cheer a lot with your friends. And
Well, you
in my
so you
experience-
understand. So
You
you
cheer
do
at your
understand
friends?
cricket. You do
All right,
understand
cool.
cricket.
Good. All
That's
right.
the rules of
Exactly the
cricket, yeah.
same. Yeah.
I just hope both teams have fun.
I do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you?
I did
think
go
the-
to a. Oh, sorry. Carry on, sweet.
The main difference between basketball and cricket is
baseball?
Baseball
And baseball.
Basketball's a
That's
different
3
game.
games now.
Don't get
No,
those.
basketball. Yeah, it's
basket
about the same
baseball.
as cricket. Now, the difference between baseball and cricket is like cricket happens like on a lawn, right? So it feels
It can
fancy.
On
do,
grass. On
Like
grass.
tennis.
Yeah, it feels fancy.
Fancy.
Baseball
instead of-
feels
Diamond. Yeah.
rugged.
It's just
Rugged.
rounders, isn't it? Just rounders. With
It's rounders. Yeah. Rounders
Rounders.
is yeah. It's like English. Oh, he's frozen again. We've had to lose him.
frozen
He's going to
again.
go. He's going to go. He's going to go. He's on
Oh
the
my
edge.
God. So
Any minute
I,
now.
No, it's
Oh.
it's fully
I think he was just
properly
rolling his
frozen.
eyes.
I think.
Oh, he's back again now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, no, you are back.
First time for everything.
Nice.
so Larry says he's been missing the WCC commercials that they play in the morning.
I mean,
Definitely,
same.
Me
we
too.
miss you guys.
You should
Very loud.
release some adverts on
Wait.
on YouTube or something. Just some
We
of you.
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't.
Why not?
Yeah,
not allowed.
Well,
not allowed.
the main thing is that from the very beginning of Wasteland Radio,
Pourquoi?
one of the prime tenets was that it
You're not
happens
there.
at Wasteland, and it
Stays.
shoots out into the radio waves, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
It is
Ephemeral.
fleeting. Yes, ephemeral
Yes.
is a good word.
That's
And
a
then
very
the
good
other
word.
reason is
Word.
there's something called copyright, and
Copyright is a killer. So a quick question then. So on
So if we
your-
record while we're there, we're okay.
look, I can't tell you what to do with your old tape recorder boombox
Yeah.
that you bring to Wasteland Radio.
Recorder.
That's
What
what you
the
call it.
8-track?
the 8-track.
Yeah.
So on Neotropolis, though, because it's all going to be futuristic,
Mm-hmm.
are you going to be using videotapes?
I know
Like
this
for
is
the
going to be
radio?
very immersion breaking, and I'm sorry to
No chance.
make you see how the sausage is made, but there's something called
Think
MP3s,
through.
What Paul
And-
film is that?
and it's
Sorry.
all on a hard drive because for so far we're not done, but the Neotropolis Public Radio music database, I think, is up to 30 or 35,000 tracks already.
Oh my God.
So no, I will not be bringing an entire trailer of VHS tapes.
To the middle of the sandy desert. Yeah, that'll
no.
really work really well. That will jam it in there. Just dig the sand out first.
So
Gotta hope for the best.
a quick question
Yeah.
then for vaccine.
Fingers
So,
crossed.
so what is your most favorite 80s song?
Ooh,
Mm.
let's put her on the spot.
Wait, my favorite. Oh, my favorite 80s song.
Yeah. If somebody was
dance
playing an
move.
80s song, you think, I am on that dance floor. They go, vaccine, what? La la, vaccine, what would you like? And you go, stick this bad boy on.
If like, especially for the dance floor,
Oh, tricky.
80s song. Do I have to pick one, or can I just
You
Just
say
pick
that
a,
it's-
yeah, pick a good one.
73.
Can I just say that it's anything by Depeche Mode?
Yay!
Is the correct answer.
Good
Bit of Depeche.
choice.
Like
Good
I
choice.
love, yeah, dancing to Depeche Mode. I've done a fair amount of that in my time at like different like goth clubs
Mhm.
or and
It's
things
a
like
shame.
that.
It's a shame we've lost Mechanized because Depeche Mode. She has a very,
She
very,
likes
it.
very
Oh,
soft
yeah.
spot.
She
Or
likes a
hard
bit
spot.
of Depeche, doesn't she?
She
likes
Yeah, I
does
it.
like
saw
Depeche.
them. I saw them. They played here in LA 5 or 6 years ago, and I saw them when they played out here. It was really great. It was a great
I've
show.
seen them out
Oh.
here too.
Mechanized had a close
we-
encounter with a
we
had
with
the
a
same-
Depeche Mode.
We had the same shows. We might have been. That was
Where-
before we
where-
knew each other.
Wait, where did you see them? Because I don't think so.
Was it? It was at the Staples Center.
Okay, no, because I was outdoors, so I'm pretty sure it was the Santa Barbara Bowl.
Yeah. But it was probably the same. It was probably the same tour, though. If it was.
And Spaceman Leo 80s by Killing Joke is a great 80s song.
It is amazing. An interesting fact, my mate used to play keyboards for Killing Joke.
Really?
Awesome.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great. Love
Yeah.
it.
So, Swede, what would be your 80s song? I don't know why I'm doing that, but
That's
I
just good
am
dance
also
break.
a huge fan of Depeche Mode, so but
Yes.
I'm gonna. That feels like a cop out. Oh, I have to say something by Roxette because they're Swedish.
yeah.
So, okay. I'm gonna be a real softie here. What about "It Must Have Been Love" by Roxette?
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's a very good one. Also, big shout out to Shell Duran. They are from Birmingham, which is
They
near
did your
where-
favourite song,
And
they
they're
did
good
Wild
anyway.
Boys, and they're
Yeah,
good.
they are good.
Girls on Film.
I
Girls on
also-
Film is in my library here. Yeah.
Is it excellent? Bronski Beat, remember them? They were really
Hit
good.
Hit that
Bronski Beat.
perfect meatball.
Yes. Visage as well. So awesome stuff.
Banana Rama.
Banana slightly disappointing. Slightly disappointing.
Adam and the Ants.
Adam and the Ants.
Ants.
Adam
I'm
and the
going to throw out
Ants.
Alan Tam. And if you've
Yes,
never heard Alan
Alan
Tam,
Tam.
you need to go on Spotify or wherever you are and look up Alan Tam. I think he's from Hong Kong, but don't sue me if he's from some other part of
See, when we were
Southeast
talking
China
about
area.
Metropolis Radio, I wanted to bring up Alan Tam, but I was like, I don't know how much information we're giving out, but I just
Yeah.
can't. Like, the Swede found Alan Tam and introduced me to Alan Tam, and now I'm like, oh my god, I love it so much.
He's
I've
done
ne-
covers of so many great songs, and one of the ones we
killed
found
them.
that we're definitely playing at Neotropolis
Well, well.
is he does a cover of Land Down Under in Chinese,
Wow.
It's so good. It's really silly.
which makes no
and I
sense
love
because it's a
it.
song about being Australian.
What about Flock of Seagulls? That's from Blackie. Awesome. Amazing band. Flock of
Oh.
Seagulls.
Devo.
Yep.
I see
Yeah.
someone Spaceman has mentioned Devo.
Are we just
Devo?
throwing out band names from the 80s?
I think
now?
they are.
You
Yeah.
did a
Fuzzbox.
snake charmer, Stig. Oh, it's a cat.
What about
Aw.
that?
Fuzzbox.
Devo. So are you Devo fans, guys?
Oh, they're fun. Yeah.
They're fun.
I mean, KCDC in our tribe is like a huge Devo fan, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Huge.
OMD.
Yes.
Orchestral misspelled maneuvers in the dark. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yes.
I think we are now nearing the end of the show because we've slightly gone over the 1 hour by
Yeah,
another
just a
hour.
little.
I know. I'm
Just
sorry
by-
about that. I've just
Shall we
noticed this.
Shall we quickly do what's not, though? Shall we do what's
Oh,
not?
let's quickly do. Yeah.
Oh.
By the way,
We have to do-
Ooh.
we'll just do quickly what's not hot this week, and then we'll get on with it. So, yeah. So Swede and Vaccine, you can steal these jingles because these are obviously special. That's all I can say.
They're the good ones.
Yeah. So for what's not hot this week, the BBC still rubbish.
Aw.
That's every week for you.
It's crap.
It's a bit of a grudge match brewing here. A little
It
bit of a grudge
is.
I've
match.
seen
Yeah,
that.
man.
I've seen that on Facebook.
There'll be Tim Davey versus Drone.
Grr.
Day
It's-
to stop paying your license.
It is. It's
What's
awful.
your
So,
problem? What's your problem this week that doesn't involve Doctor Who?
oh, it's just pointless. I turned the TV on.
They do pointless. That's a
I
good
had a
point.
look
Pointless.
at-
That's very popular.
I had a look at the see, the trouble is in the UK we have to pay this like £157 a year just
Yeah.
if you've got a TV, but it's just
Or an antenna.
crap. It's just crap. They don't have like a decent show. There's not one show where you've got Netflix and Amazon Prime and Disney Plus, all this other stuff, really good. And
You're
then
getting
there's
all
the
the
BBC.
radio.
Call the midwife.
Just to put this in
The
context,
radio's not good
you're
either.
paying
Swede.
You're paying for the
260.
BBC World Service. You're doing the whole planet a favor.
Yes,
God.
thank
That's
you.
true.
Yeah, but we don't get to
Absolutely.
hear it because we're in the UK.
Yes, we do. If we can be asked to tune in.
Bum.
So we are paying $216 for 5 radio stations, plus the World
that
Service,
nobody
plus
listens to.
Asian Service, plus Burma Service, plus Arabic Service, which spreads the word of a reasonable amount of sensible journalism around the world, plus terrestrial TV in the UK.
Yeah.
I read.
I don't
BBC
dislike
News
the
a lot.
BBC.
Like I
Well,
read
that-
BBC News a lot. I honestly read BBC News probably more than I read a lot of American news.
Well, that's good.
Like-
That's good.
Well, it's
That's
a
good.
bloody sight
for
better
people in
than-
America.
It's a lot better than the Daily Mail.
But
So,
if I want to watch classic Doctor Who or Spitting Image, which are actually good, I have to pay extra for BritBox.
I know.
That
Yeah,
may
yeah,
come
we've
on top
already
of my
paid for it.
license fee.
Yeah.
Pirate
So-
Bay.
So vaccine. So over
Ooh.
to you. Over to you, vaccine. So what
It's
is
not
not hot? Not hot this week, apart from
Oh.
plumbing.
Oh well, that's probably the main thing. That's not hot.
Weak faucets.
I told y'all the story before about my faucet in the kitchen just absolutely imploded. So we're gonna
my
have to do
God.
something about that.
Has the
Has the landlord come round?
the landlord, yeah, the maintenance guy
I
come?
have no idea. I've been here with
Plumber.
you guys. Maybe, perhaps.
Oh, is he Swedish? Going to be wearing dungarees and stuff?
Is my landlord
Easy now.
Swedish? No, he's American.
Oh no, the plumber. Sorry, it's
Oh,
Sorry.
is it a thing? Oh, I didn't get.
Oh,
that
he was trying to
reference.
set up a porno.
I was trying to do a
Oh.
porn joke, but it just really,
If it's an Italian plumber, it's something different.
yeah.
right
Sorry,
over
got
my
it.
head.
Who likes mushrooms?
Ah,
Oh dear.
Shrooms.
So a quick one over to Swede then. Swede. So what's not hot for you this week, sir?
The Suez Canal.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
oh my
That's very hot.
sideways.
Can't do a
Sideways
3-point
Suez.
turn in that, can you?
that's
Yeah.
that's so funny. I'm sorry, I know, but it's just really ridiculous. I love
Oh,
it so much.
I'll quote Richard Hammond with "That's not gone well."
Very. How come they haven't sent Thunderbirds in to rescue them?
Because Tesla won't let him.
Right.
Elon's using his SpaceX stuff.
Can we break
that
it
ex-
to him? Let's
What,
just
what was all,
puppet.
what was all that SpaceX debris that was
Yeah, it is
doing
just
like meteorite
puppets.
stuff? Because I know that they threw up 60 Starlink satellites. Well, yesterday was it? And then today there's reports of all these sort of meteorites and SpaceX debris.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that's not Starlink. That's nothing
mean,
wrong.
no, probably not. Fairings and stuff have to come back down
Yeah.
at some point.
There was a lot of it.
It is going to be quite exciting though with the Starlink because especially like the broadband over here in the UK is pretty bad.
Yeah.
So once it
here
is
too.
up, yeah. So
Yeah,
I
it's the
think
BBC's
he's onto
fault.
something.
I mean, places like Australia will be the huge benefactors. Where
Yeah.
if you don't have
And Africa,
yeah,
extraordinary. Yeah, yeah.
it'll be cool.
So Swede, what was not hot
Yeah.
for you this week then?
The Suez
we do?
Canal.
Oh, the Suez Canal. We did that.
Yeah, we've done
Skelly,
that.
over to you.
We've done Evergreen.
Well, in the spirit of picking my battles carefully, I'm going to go after kind of an abstract concept this week. Time. I was walking down a Tesco's today to pick up some bits, and it dawned on me, I'm going to lose an hour of my Sunday this week. Because bloody time. So I'm pissed off with time this week. I want to fight with
Yeah.
time.
We already did that. We did that.
We did that
What?
hours
How
ago.
does-
It's called 2020. Yeah.
Had a fight with
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Well, old father
Wait,
time.
Did we win?
No.
No.
No,
Oh.
again.
But didn't they used to change the clocks originally because of the farmers trying to get up earlier and doing or later and stuff? But now
Farmers.
tractors have lights.
Yeah.
What? Since when?
And see,
About 100 years.
No
I
one
think.
told me about
Not in
this.
Sweden. No.
See the type of stuff we report on this show. Tractors have lights.
Shock horror.
you don't need a horse anymore.
Unbelievable. So, Stig, are you still with us? I know you look at
Well,
slightly.
I'm
slightly
with
drunk.
you, but unfortunately, the
How's the
cat's
cat?
just.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
baby.
unfortunately, cat sat on my notes.
I'm going to demand a toe bean order. Count the toe beans.
But I do have.
Count
I
the
see
toe
8.
beans.
I'm. Oh God.
Don't turn your camera back. We just want the kitty cam.
You're not gonna get the camera back.
Yeah.
Toe beans.
This is-
Go on.
I'm
Cat's
pissed off with those morons in Myanmar. I'm really
Who? Myanmar.
Burma to you old blokes. Yesterday they killed 90 of their own citizens after a military coup overturned Aung San Suu Kyi's democratically elected party in the election which the junta, the military, called, and their party didn't get enough votes, so they threw a coup. We lost 90 people yesterday, children. One kid was running into his father's arms. For fuck's sake, what is going on there? And all right, the EU, the UK, the US go, oh, it's not very good. The Russian ambassador turned up for what was yesterday Armed Forces Day. They killed 90 people. That was just yesterday. They've killed hundreds. I'm fucking pissed off.
Oh, boy.
That's not hot.
Sorry.
That's not good.
That is
Sorry,
definitely
guys.
not.
That is not a pussycat picture, but hey,
Yeah, that was definitely not hot. So, just before we finish the show, so vaccine on your fact or fiction. What was the question again? So, what was your fact or fict?
My fact or fiction was at one point out in an artist commune. In the
glitter
desert.
butt.
Yeah, I let some people put glitter on my butthole and take pictures for the internet, and that is true. I did.
Oh
that.
my!
Well, Chatville agreed with you. They know you far too well.
They're like, no, I got this. I know this. Yeah, vaccine seems like the kind of person who would do this shit. and
Yeah.
they're
At least
right.
some people have
Yep.
prints on their wall.
They're correct.
Well, yeah.
Oh, glitter
Well, that-
glitter ball.
Tastefully
Glitter butt,
framed.
glitter ball.
Yeah, tastefully framed. Yeah.
It's all very. It was all anonymous, so you know.
I don't know
They
why,
can't
but I
prove
know what
it's
I
you.
like.
I
That's
know
true.
which one is my butthole, but
I mean,
other
I must-
people aren't
yeah.
gonna know.
One
Everyone's fact is
sparkly
unique.
chocolate starfish is much the same as the next time. Imagine.
Yeah.
So,
Philistine.
over to Swede. So, Swede, sir,
Thanks, Kelly.
So apparently my camera's frozen again. So that's
again.
exciting.
Looks like you're
Yeah.
asleep.
But we can still
Yeah,
hear
I'm
your
taking a
velvety
nap.
voice.
He's
You're
having a nap.
hearing my disembodied
waiting for the
dream
morning show.
voice right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was whether I have rubbed my butthole on another person's butthole at Wasteland Weekend.
Now,
Yeah,
I think that's true. Skelly, what do you reckon?
I think that's true, and that's how new Swedes are made.
Vaccine? Do you know this or not?
I do know this.
Oh, so we can't really ask you because you're
you can't
giving
ask
away.
me.
Stig, what do you reckon?
I think given his prevalence for wearing skirts, it's a distinct possibility.
What did the
so-
audience think?
The audience thought it was also butt on butt action,
Butt on back.
And it was.
Yep. and it was. That's another one. So
And it was,
everyone
a
has got
fact.
everything right so far.
Would you like to elaborate on the story?
No. Move along.
No one would like me to elaborate on the story.
No. Was that sort of recent, or was that one of your first?
No, this was a
Wastelands?
very long time ago.
Okay.
Is that how you reproduce?
It is not how we reproduce, in fact.
Oh,
Okay, then.
Far, far
So,
away.
Skelly, what was yours then, sir?
mine was that I once featured in a bridal magazine.
Oh. Now,
Yeah.
Vaccine, what do you think? Has he a face of a cherub? Would he be in a bridal magazine?
I think it's possible. I think that's true. He's a good looking guy. Yeah, like I believe that you've done magazine modeling.
Oh, Swede is now.
Well,
Swede,
it's
what do you
true,
reckon?
true.
Has Skelly been in a bridal magazine?
Which kind of bridal? And yes.
Yes. Yeah. What kind of bridal? Not horse stuff. Not when they
No.
dress up as horses.
Not
marrying
S&M stuff.
The marrying kind.
Like the marrying kind.
The
Marriaging.
Be
matrimonial.
both.
And yeah, I think
In
that's
certain
I think
states,
that's a
I've
fact.
heard.
Stig, what do you reckon?
Oh, I reckon almost certainly, because I've seen some of his gothy shots, and also I have some very nice shots of your
My glittery
Adam and the
bumble.
Ants one at Wasteland, where you look
Oh,
dead
yeah.
dapper. So I can believe it. Oh no,
Oh, you.
and Chatville agreed with the rest of us.
Chatville, they agree as
Yeah,
well. I think
we
also,
think you like a bit of equine action.
I
Sorry.
think because Skelly does actually have a beard, a bit like Stig and the Swede. I think it's true. So Skelly, fact or fict?
It's true. It was an alternative bridal magazine, and I was done up for it. And as an extra little fact to all write down in your little books of facts. While I was
Silly facts.
I was waiting in the food court because it was in town before we went off to location, and I was sipping on a little coffee, all done up, ready for my shoot. I was actually approached by one of the producers of the popular show Snog, Marry, Avoid, and I told him to fuck off.
In your best Mancunian. Bear in mind that
Nice.
Skelly is in the Manchester area.
Yeah, they
So,
wanted to try
yeah.
and get me on Snog, Marry, Avoid, and I told him to bugger off.
We like
Which
him
apart
anyway.
from- yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay then, guys. So my fact or fict was during playing paintball, I accidentally, on purpose, shot JK from Jamiroquai a lot in the back and the back of his head, and then blamed other rival Jamiroquai band members, to which started off a internal fight within the band. Fact or fict? Vaccine, what do you think?
You know, everybody else's story has been true, and it's just ridiculous enough that, like, I feel like you would assume that it's not true. You know
Oh
what I mean?
God, she's overthinking
Having-
it. She's
Having seen
overthinking.
JK on Top Gear
Look.
a bunch, I could totally see him playing paintball.
Yep,
Like that part
Uh,
seems perfectly reasonable.
I agree. Yeah.
If you knew me at all, you'd know that overthinking things is very on brand for me.
You'll never play man or cheese with us then.
I'll learn.
Never
No,
play man
yeah.
or cheese.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
Oh, that
I don't know what that is.
Don't
Oh.
worry, don't worry.
next time.
Next
That'll
time,
be
next
your
time.
third appearance. We'll play man or cheese.
So what
All
do you
right.
think? Do you think fact or fict?
Has she got
She
balls?
gone? Vaccine, what do you
Me?
think? Yes.
Me? Oh, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you.
Yeah,
believe it or not.
okay. Yeah, that's true.
She thinks it's true. Swede, we've been mates for years. What do you think? Fact or fict there?
JK would totally go play paintball, and you would totally shoot someone in the back. So yeah, fact.
Skelly, what do you think?
I don't have all the data. I need to know if you were going deeper underground.
I was wearing combats.
Was the future
that-
made
that-
of virtual insanity?
Stop it!
No.
Stop it!
I'm
You
gonna-
stop
I'm-
your
I'm
Jamie
gonna- I'm
Rockway
gonna-
quotes, or I'll come and poke my
I'm gonna
bar
go
in
with
your eye.
I'm going to go with a facto.
You're going with the factos. Stig, what did you think first? And then what? did
Based
the
on the
audience
fact that I hate Jamie Rockway with a vengeance, almost as much as I hate Level 42, I really, really hope you actually drove over him with a tank. And the chat room agree with me.
think? Well, okay then, guys.
Because I'm keeping the score, so therefore they agree with me.
So, is it a fact? Is it a fict? It is actually a fact.
Yes.
So
Thank God
I
for
was
that.
paintball marshalling. Can you imagine me being a marshal?
twat
I was
in
in
a hat.
charge of. I was in charge of people's safety. So,
Who made that decision?
oh, the irony! Yeah, who was stupid enough to make that decision? So, JK came.
Asian government at the moment.
So JK came down playing paintball with the rest of Jamiroquai. He bought the latest tripped up paintball gun, so we had a really good one. The rest of the band had really shit ones because he obviously was, he wanted to show off. He's not very big, and they were playing a nice game. And being a marshal, you carry a spare gun just in case somebody's gun breaks. You swap the gun over. But what they didn't realise is I had a whole pocket full of paintballs. So while stood behind them, I actually lit him up, shot him in the back about 4 times in the back of his head. And then, of course, when he turns around, it looks like I'm just marshalling there. And then they had a massive fight between the bands and they were like kicking off against each other. And it was really nasty.
You probably wrecked somebody's career.
I was laughing.
The bass player was probably kicked out because he thought he was the most likely suspect.
Was one of the funniest things I've ever done.
At least there was no PJ and Duncan moment off Biker Grove. That could have been tragic.
Oh,
that could have been tragic. We can see, Jeff.
So before we go then, guys, so that was a fact. So thank you so much.
Excuse me.
Oh, Stig.
This is becoming a
Why
theme.
do I bother? I tell you what,
This is becoming exclusion.
I always
isn't it?
ignore him. Yeah. Sorry.
I put these shite jingles together, and then he goes and complains about those, and then
You do a Tobin order of the cat on demand.
Stig, what was your fact or fict?
I'm not going to tell you. Can't you remember?
No.
It was something to do with the 1970s.
The 1970s.
Yeah. It was a fict.
Advertising in cat litter.
It was a fict.
Oh, okay.
No shit, Sherlock.
The only one.
That was
today.
it.
The only one today. I think he's been drinking. And Swede's already bored.
And my camera's my camera got so mad.
Thank
you.
you.
Didn't remember his fact or fict.
Thank you.
That it just bailed on the whole situation.
I don't think he could remember. I think he's
I knew exactly what it was.
So thank you so much, guys, for coming on the show. We love you loads. It's been awesome for you coming on. Sorry that we slightly overran by like an hour and a half by a day. So
what is
just
time?
Saturday gone?
A whole another hour actually, because the clock's gone forward.
Oh jeez.
Oh god, yeah, we've lost a whole thing. Yeah. So
I think I'm angry with time.
Exactly. So
that
guys,
was the whole thing, wasn't it?
Thank you so much for coming on. Any last words to your adoring fans, Vaccine? Lala Vaccine, as we love to call you now.
Well, that's French.
Yeah, thank you for coming. And for those of you who have been to Wasteland, who come to Wasteland, we'll see you next time. And for those of you who hasn't, what's your fucking problem? Get to Wasteland. Come listen to us on Wasteland Radio.
That is the best advert ever.
Better than no shit Sherlock.
Better than no shit Sherlock. So
What?
over to the Swede.
That's not what the chat room said.
So Swede, a man of many words. A man of many words.
That's a word.
That's all I got.
That's a word.
That's a word. So thank you, Swede. Always a welcome. You're always, both of you, very much welcome on the show. Skelly, last words.
If you're stood enjoying a nice coffee and someone tries to dupe you into going onto some kind of TV program which judges you by your appearance and tries to normalize your appearance and take away anything that's unique about them, you tell them to fuck off.
Sound advice.
Wise,
sounds reasonable.
What can you say? Stig.
Oh.
Audit the toe beans. Count the toe beans.
Oh, pussycats.
That is a cute cat. Oh.
I would actually like to echo the words of Max. Right. The story is, if you got moments,
he's enjoying that.
When it came back from Wasteland weekend, it was the 10th anniversary. My aunt found this pusscat who was about a quarter of the size in some stables, and I came back in from Wasteland. Was it September? And she became known as Max after Mad Max, because obviously from Wasteland weekend, and she's been living here for the last year and a half now.
She's enjoying that. She's enjoying that loving.
But I would like to reiterate something just Spaceman said, that we could do this for 24 hours.
And we normally do.
And 25 tonight.
It's thank you so much. I always start these things off thinking, oh God, where are we going to go with this? And it's always brilliant. We always had fantastic guests.
Glittery
Vaccine,
bomb holes tonight.
Swede.
We have. It's been amazing.
Skelly, Mech dropped in. Drone when he's not pissing off my bloody jingles.
And
Thank
missing
you all,
out.
guys. Thank you.
I would just like
Look
to thank.
after yourselves and take care. For God's
I'd like to
sake.
thank
And wear a
everybody
fucking
for.
mask.
I'd like to thank everybody for
And
coming on
don't
the
listen
show.
to those anti-vaxxers. Sorry.
Please do calm down. Thanks everybody for coming on the show. Awesome. Thank you for everybody for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed it. We love Vaccine is the Swede, our favorite people in the whole world. And there's only one way you can finish this show. Let's get the half naked Russian lady dancing at Wasteland. Yay!